Well, that, and then, yeah, it's like you create a culture. And then these people come in and they try to do their own shit and they try not to fit into the culture. And then certain people are like, nah, that's not cool. But some kind of gravitate towards that shit. And the next thing you know, everything's all fucked up.
That's why they're cancer, right?
Cancer, yeah.
Exactly. And you can't have that. And so you got to hire slow and fire fast.
Just snowballs.
Have you had anyone like change up the recipe?
No, not yet. No. Because my shit is so like, it's so simple, so basic. No, you couldn't change up the recipe. No. Hell no. No, you couldn't do it. It's impossible.
Well, we got the one and only
Let's go.
Zach,
Let's go.
Mr. Vanilla Rice, bro.
Thank you.
First off, how does that come together? How does the white boy get into hibachi?
Well, I started working at a hibachi restaurant called Osaka Japanese Bistro. Actually, where I met the Skimo's owner. I used to cook for them there. I started working there as a dishwasher when I was 15 years old. And people always say, why hibachi? Why'd you choose hibachi? I don't think I chose hibachi. I think it chose me because I didn't work there to be a hibachi cook. I didn't work there to be like a teppanyaki chef. I just worked there to pay for summer school. And, next thing you know, I'm fucking just keep getting raises. And now I'm this white guy hibachi chef. I'm this like character I never even thought was possible, you know?
Because I've seen, you've rubbed elbows with Dana White,
Yeah.
like some of the biggest names in Vegas, really.
Yeah.
When did that journey start? How did you actually get into your own restaurant?
Well, how I got into my own restaurant was, when you I'm all about leveling up, like getting to that next level in life. Like I can never be stagnant, right? And I think you guys can agree on that as well. And so, I just went from, dishwasher to prep to scrubbing the grills to cooking to head chef. Like it just kept going and going. And then during the pandemic, right, there's a couple different ways that you get out of a family-owned restaurant. You either, go to college, or you go work in the hotels, or the joke I always make is you become an alcoholic and you stay at that restaurant for the rest of your life. And so school was not for me. I didn't go to college. I didn't do anything like that. So I'm like, well, shit, what's next? And I was like, let me try to start a business. Cause I used to cook in Anthem, Seven Hills. So I'm cooking for like rich ass motherfuckers, right? Like bro, filthy rich. Like they're putting their Rolls Royce keys on the table on a Tuesday, drinking sake, eating hibachi like it's fucking McDonald's, bro. And I'm trying to do the show and shit. And they don't even give a fuck. So the cool part about hibachi is I'm cooking in front of people. So I'm talking to them, I'm having conversations with them. And I'd always ask them like, what do you guys do? What do you guys do? And I just kept hearing, business. You
gotta have some people skills, right?
You have to have personality.
Especially
bro.
in that type of,
to be remembered at least, like there's a lot of duds. I call them duds.
Yeah,
They just get up there, they do the basic little choo-choo train and bounce.
When I go there and I get a shitty one, I'm just like, bro.
Fuck.
And then you go back and you get him again. I'm like, well, fuck, why
am I always on his rotation?
Fucking shitty guy.
So these were taking place at like the private dinners that you would do?
No, this was just me working at a restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working at the restaurant. And I was just cooking for they would just come in on a Tuesday, just, hey, I want dinner. And I'm cooking for like I said, like multi-millionaire dudes that are, and chicks that are, sometimes they'd be like with their mistress and shit. They slip me 100, like, hey, They come with their mistress during lunch.
Little nod with the wink.
Come with their wife at night and the family, I'm like, I got you, bro. Like steak and shrimp.
The usual.
Yeah. But that's what it was. Like, I just kept hearing them talk about business. And then I was on like a little self-development journey at the time. I got introduced to like reading books and all, listening to podcasts and stuff. And I heard Gary Vee, man, he was like, because these guys were trying to poach me. Zach, you're good at talking. You should come sell real estate. Zach, you're good at talking. You should come sell timeshares. And I mean, I would have been a lot richer right now if I did do that, to be honest. But I heard a Gary Vee video and he was like, you just need to double down on what you already know. Double down on what you're already doing. And that's when I was like, let me start a food business.
I'm always believe in that too. We always talk about that too, right? People always try to get me to go off of my I think
the shiny object.
I sell t-shirts and hats.
Yeah,
that's what I do. I ain't going off of that too much,
Yeah, I done got my insurance license. I done went to real estate school. I've done fucking try to sell solar. I've did it all. But like, I just keep going back. Like you said, t-shirts and hats. Yeah. Keep going back to food. And that's what I'm just like, damn. Well, god damn it, like that's just what I got to do. Fuck it.
And it's always hard because like the immediate return that you see from something like real estate or some type of sale is so big in the beginning, but it kind of gets capped out at a while and you get set there. Yeah,
well, I got friends that were like selling solar and like, yo, bro, I just made like $100,000 last month. I'm like, what the fuck? You knocking on fucking doors, bro? Let me try that shit, bro. I didn't get one appointment. I didn't get shit. I got skinnier. I lost the weight because I was walking like 25,000 steps. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was walking like 25,000 steps a day. But then I'm sitting there thinking like, how fucking stupid am I? I could have been walking to other businesses for my catering and been selling that. Like I literally had my restaurant running on autopilot while I'm out here knocking for solar. Because like I said, I just kept getting pulled by that, the shiny object syndrome.
So you were doing that while the first Vanilla Rice Hibachi house was open?
Yeah, because I mean, food is not the most profitable business, right? And I just, like I said, I'm young. I started at 23. I started my restaurant, and so all my homies they got bread. Like I'm like, what the? And I'm over here struggling. And I got my own business. And like, Zach, you're tripping, bro. Like selling food ain't it. So you have them thoughts of like, damn, maybe these people are right. These are my friends. Maybe they're right. And so I was doing all that shit. Yeah, fucking insurance, fucking all that stupid ass shit, which I regret.
I got people try to lure me into that too.
Yeah,
but I was always like, bro, like you can only sell so many solar panels before you run out of houses.
That's what I was saying. I was like, and that's what gave me the realization to get back into my shit is because
you gotta eat every day.
You got to eat every day, and then I can leverage. I can leverage that. Unless you build a sales team, but like you said, I was telling my girls like once every house has solar on it, I mean, dude's gonna have to find the next hustle and the next hustle, and he's never really actually building something.
Exactly.
And so when I came to the conclusion and the self realization of like I'm building something, it made it a lot easier to be like, you know what, let me just be fucked up for a little bit and just keep grinding,
Yes, it's that sacrifice in the beginning, right?
Yeah, that not a lot of people can get. My buddy didn't sacrifice, bro. He knocked on doors, made 10 grand his first month. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
You don't know shit about sacrifice,
Easy come, easy go, though.
Exactly.
Both in just the business itself and that money, you usually kind of blow it and it's gone.
Oh yeah, no, dude. He had the truck, the Tesla, the house. He's calling me like, "Hey, bro, he's like, I think I get a plate, bro. Like, I'll pay you back in like 2." I'm like, "The fuck, bro?" Like, yeah, pull up in your fucking Ram F-150, bro, to come get a free plate. Fuck you, And that's the other thing, people they lie a lot too,
Yeah.
Social media, right? Money. Yeah, social media is bad.
The image.
Yeah, especially when I'm out here, like I said, I'm really grinding. Like we're really hustling, really trying to sell product, really trying to build our brands, really trying to make a name for ourselves. And then you got these dudes that are on Instagram popping shit. It fucking, as a young guy, bro, it's hard. It's hard, dude, seeing this shit. I'm a little older now, and it's a little easier to spot the fakes and not be as influenced. But bro, when I was coming up, dude, this shit is fuck, bro.
Or especially when you're young, you don't realize like the guys they're gonna do it for like a year or two, and then everything's gonna catch up and it's gonna crash and burn for them.
They were scamming the whole time.
Exactly.
Like, dude, I bought the food, or I got the food truck, and I'm sitting here doing the math like, I should sell food trucks, bro. Like, he just made a killing off of me, right?
Ibarra's,
yeah. I'm like, he's fucking killing
Ibarra's making a killing, bro, in Vegas.
No, he's making a killing right now, renting them.
Yeah.
Well, he's renting them right now, killing it.
And does he have the commercial kitchen too or something?
Yeah, he's got the kitchen in there, so he's just fucking printing bread, bro. Printing bread, bro.
Or lease.
Yeah, the lease is where it's at because the fools only have it for 2 months, and then somebody, he just keeps reselling it because he's still got to pay that upfront fee. That's what I told him. I was like, hey, I got a buddy. His business about to go out of business. You think I could just, take over? He's like, yeah, you still got to give me the $5,000 up front. I was like, damn, man. I was like, all right, for sure. But yeah, he's killing it right now.
Wow.
Different hustles.
From your change of mindset to focusing solely on the restaurant, how long did it take for you to open up the second location?
Well, so my first year, my first 6 months to a year, I was in the restaurant, like really grinding. And then I started getting on autopilot because, I was doing social media. Social media was blowing it up. And so I was like, starting to hire people. The next thing you know, I'm like, fuck, I'm not really working. Like, I'm kind of not chilling, but I'm like, I don't really have to be there today. Like, what the fuck do I do, And so that next year, I was trying to do other things. I was trying to push the brand, but then it also comes like what we were talking about earlier, like people pay their bills with my restaurant. So when the business dropped, I'm so new that like, I didn't know you're supposed to start firing people. And I feel bad, bro. I'm like, I'm not going to cut his days, bro. He just poured his life out to me. He's got 5 kids and child support and 6 baby mamas. Like, he's got to work. And so I took the sacrifice. I took the hit of like, I won't take a paycheck. But then I had to figure out how to make it work. I had some savings, but once that ran out, that's when I started getting into trying to do other things when I should have really just been fully focused on the brand. But I was always pushing vanilla rice, always. Like, it never stopped. But it's been about 3 years since I got to get into a second location. Yeah.
How's that been going since you opened the second location? I seen the grand opening. Magnificent.
Yeah, no, thank you, bro. So it was actually, it technically wasn't a grand opening. It was like I'm in this network, and so I just invited like there's 200 people in there. I didn't think
friends and family type of thing.
Yeah, I didn't think 200 fucking people were gonna show up.
A lot of friends and family.
People of value.
Well, they heard fucking free food, and that's what you know what I mean. They're like, free food, I'm fucking there. And so I did that, and so I've only really technically done soft opening, and so it's been cool. We're still figuring out the systems, figuring out the softwares, all the POS bullshit that you go through. And my fucking card readers already aren't working the first week and shit. So it's been good. We're probably going to do grand opening in about 2 weeks.
I went to my friend owns a couple restaurants out here, but I went to his friends and family like soft opening.
Yeah.
And then we got there. So I was like, I was expecting to pay.
Yeah.
Bro, and this fucking place had like 200 people in there.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, you can pick one from each cat.
Are you talking about Zippy's?
No, it was Lanetta. in Summerlin.
Okay.
And you could pick like one dessert, one this, one this, one this. And I was looking around, I was like, nigga, how the fuck is he paying for all of this, bro?
Have you seen Zippy's grand openings here? They've had 2 restaurant
all
grand
those
openings.
lines and shit,
Dude, so that
They gave away
do they do
so
free?
much
we
food.
go to the
Yeah.
friends and family. You get to have 4 like main plates. You get to have a couple
And
desserts.
then takeout.
And takeout.
Well, they did that at the Buzz. What is that? That coffee place. Better Buzz.
Okay.
They did that Better Buzz too. You can get a drink and a food.
Yeah.
But
No limit.
these Zippy's orders were like,
No, they were
$80,
like-
$90 per person.
No, bro. We
That's
was going over
terrible.
there. When I went, there was like 12 of us that went.
Here's the
No,
problem.
but
Here's the reason why.
per person, their order
Yeah.
could be like about $80.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Bro, I'm like in there, I'm like,
And I'm telling you, like probably 1,000 friends and family, maybe,
Yeah, easily.
maybe a couple thousand.
Yeah.
How do they take that cost?
I don't know.
bro, I'm there. I was calculating when I'm there while I'm eating. I'm like looking around. I'm like, bro, this
You
motherfucker.
count every single
Yeah.
person, 80 times $80. Yeah.
Well, we're talking over like a 2-day
Oh,
soft
easy,
opening.
Easy 6 figures.
Exactly.
Easily.
A couple $100,000.
Yeah, I'm not
Easily.
there yet.
How do they do
But they
that?
have 30 something restaurants.
I think
Yes.
they're right at about 30 now.
So they've built it up
Yeah.
to have that nest egg to be like, look, this is the budget that we
Right.
have to be
Yeah.
able to give this amount of food. This is the cap on it. This is
Right.
what we can do. I mean, 1,000 people is crazy.
Bro, it was, yeah.
That's insane.
1,000 people would be very light.
But how was it though? Like, okay, so you said they have 30 locations, right? So obviously their system was a little bit better because
Well, they had to work out some little kinks here
Yeah.
and there because obviously coming from Hawaii, the way we make rice and the amount of water you put is real consistent.
yeah,
But when they came here, I know they had to make some adjustments on
Yeah.
the rice.
because I say this, I don't go to grand openings no more.
And then I know like it was they started off with a limited menu.
Gotcha.
So it was only the basic, like
And they
chili chicken,
yeah.
certain things, and then they expanded the menu as the months went into the first location.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, and I was just saying because, you know, I've been to a few grand openings out here and like, bro, the servers don't know shit about the menu. They it's like chickens with their heads cut off, running around everywhere. I went to, not even talk shit, but fuck it, right? Fletcher, Mark Wahlberg's fucking restaurant. Bro, the server was like, my buddy was like, yo, relax. And then there's a fucking piece of metal in my food too.
A piece of metal?
Yeah, like the shavings of a can in my taco.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, this is why I don't go to grand openings.
Oh,
this is
Marky
the reason.
Mark.
This is the reason, bro. Yeah, and it wasn't that good to be honest, but whatever. But it's just very hectic, you know. And I won't go to grand openings. I'll go a week later, you know, a week or two later when they kind of got their shit together and all that kind of stuff. Because I don't want a bad I'm so excited. What the because a lot of people can get bad experience. I mean, how long did you guys wait for your food over there?
At the
At
Zippies?
Zippy's, yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah,
Was it quick?
Well,
That's
you know what?
good.
They have a system.
That's
They're
good. Yeah, exactly.
They have a
I
system.
would
Yeah.
hope at 30 restaurants they have
have
it
a
to where they're
system.
pumping
And they
it
have,
out,
like-
yeah.
Almost as many trainers there as they did workers, type of thing.
Yeah.
And so that kind of shit blows my mind too because
They
I
flew
see,
people here.
And they put them up
That's
here
what
for
In-N-Out
weeks.
does. That's what
Yeah.
In-N-Out does too. In-N-Out flies all their high-end staff
Yeah.
to come and train for as long as they need, and then they just fly. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, these fools are killing it, bro. And that's what I aspire to be, bro. I aspire to be up there with the In-N-Outs, the Zippies, the fucking Chipotles, like that kind of shit right
Systems, yeah.
there. Well, I grew up in a family-owned restaurant. I didn't know what the fuck a system was. The system was you get yelled at by the fucking older lady, and if you do it wrong, you fucking get your hours cut. That's it. That's the system. And it's a telephone, right? So
But
you
you
just
make
get,
good food.
yeah, and they just make fire ass food. I
Yeah.
mean, that's it. And so when I got into my restaurant, I didn't know what a system was. I didn't know what a standard operating procedure was. I didn't know any of that shit. And I'm like, you know how they say, if you want to be like something, you gotta already act like that. And so that was another learning hard thing that I had to learn as well, how to get my systems in order, because I tried to open a second location last year. 2 years ago. And because I didn't have a system, it was forcing me to be in 2 different places at once because I'm telling everybody what to do. How can you do that at 2 different places? And that's when I fell on my face and had the realization, how the fuck does McDonald's do it? You ever seen The Founder?
I actually
Yeah.
haven't watched it. I've seen
bro,
clips online.
Tonight,
Bro, it was down to like when you turn,
bro, yeah.
everything was calculated, like space,
Yeah.
where the like fryer was, everything was calculated.
So he brought him to the tennis court
yeah.
and drew chalk on the shit and was like running them through drills on how to make food on the tennis court.
Where you go boom, 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 like a whole it was
Wow.
And so when you watch shit like that, you're like, fuck, like there's a reason they're killing it. So why do anything different? And so that's the way that's how I'm trying to figure that out right now, to be honest. Trying to figure out my systems.
Yeah, but don't you guys cook on the
flat
right
tops?
there? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would a system be?
So I don't know. You probably never been to a restaurant. So mine is more to go style. So mine isn't a full sit down where they cook in front of you. So when I was working at the restaurant where they did cook in front of you and we did all that kind of stuff, my buddies would come through, and they, like I was saying, they'd be like, or no, my bad. I thought I was telling you. I was telling buddy out there. They'd be like, yeah, the show's cool, bro, but like, just cook the fucking food, dog. Like, we seen the onion volcano, bro. You ain't about to flip a shrimp in my girl's mouth. Like, you were good. Yeah. Like, just cook the food. And so that's how I got the idea to just do like a takeout spot instead. And so mine's a takeout. So there is systems.
So you're doing the same type of cooking and entertainment in front of them, but it's to go?
No entertainment, really. It's just all to just the food.
Just the food.
So you get the box, you get the rice on the bottom, you get your proteins on top, and your vegetables and your sauce on the side. You take that to go. So that's how the model is. Yeah. And it is a little more systematized because, you know, we're not, you know, different personalities and cooking different shit. And, you know, we're in a kitchen where we're, you know, working together and you know, it's 6 ounces of chicken, 6 ounces of steak, you know, this much garlic butter goes on each single item and all that kind of stuff. So that's where my systems really are. But now it's training. For me, the hardest part is not the recipe, it's the timing, right? Because some people will cook the steak a little longer. Some people will burn it. So now I'm thinking, do I get timers? Now I got some fucking pushing buttons. I don't know. I mean, McDonald's has timers and they're fucking killing it. So, I mean, maybe.
So that's a lot of work and a lot of thought you put into the business, huh?
Now, yeah.
It's kind of your whole life then.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm nonstop, bro. Sun up to sundown, even before the sun comes up, after the sun goes down.
Is that what it has to be for you to be successful?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It depends on your definition of success. Some people are just fine and think that they're successful by just, because not everybody wants to build an empire. Yeah. Some people just want to own a business just so they don't have to work for somebody else. They're just like, they're fine with working the rest of their life.
Because they even to me, I come across people like, they're like, oh, so-and-so got bread. I was like, bro, to some people, that's not bread, you know? Like, I have a homie that their family bought the palms. Like, to me, that's when I go with him, that's bread.
Yeah, but everybody has different perspectives on what that is.
Yeah.
And so, you know, me, I want to build the biggest restaurant brand to ever exist. I want to be in the name. Like, vanilla rice will be in the name with Chipotle,
it's catchy.
Chick-fil-A, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when I see the work that they put in and where they're at, that's what I have to do and to reverse engineer how I got to get there, right? Some people just like, you know, I just want to own a family restaurant and just then my kids could have it one day, and you know, they just do not bare minimum, but that's how hard they work. But if you really want to build something that's never been done before too, you know, like a takeout hibachi, it's not that it's never been done before, but like vanilla rice, the brand, like it's never been done before.
Right.
So like I got to work fucking a million times as hard than just somebody that's like, I just want to open a restaurant. You know, I don't just want to open a restaurant. I want to have the biggest restaurant brand ever.
So are you thinking about franchising it out, or do you want to own all of them?
I'm not sure yet. So my buddy, my mentor, you guys know Ike from Ike Sandwiches? You ever heard of Ike Sandwiches? So he's one of my mentors, and he owns 117 sandwich shops, and he owns all of them. And because of like certain things, like I was like, why do you do that? He said, well, the difference is, because I was like, because they can change the menu, right? Like say you're selling sandwiches, you can start selling chicken fingers. You're not allowed to, but the difference is if I own the restaurant, you start selling chicken fingers, I can fire you. Mm-hmm. If you own the franchise and you start selling chicken fingers, I got to go through legal work to get you out and all this paperwork and all that shit. So that's why he said he didn't want to own franchises. He just recently started opening a franchise, and I was like, well, why? He's like, because I want to be a billionaire before I'm 40. Because that money up front, that residual is fucking.
He got fuck you money already at that point.
Oh, he's killing it, bro. Yeah, he just opened one in Hawaii, and he just he bought the land.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Another McDonald's.
Yeah, you play. Right? Exactly, the McDonald's play. You know, he just bought the land, so now he owns the land, the building, and a fucking sandwich shop, dude. I'm like, what the hell? But he's like 39. He's still pretty young, you know, to be really up there. Yeah, 117 freaking sandwich shops, dude. It's crazy. So
that's where the money is though in franchises. It's that upfront money.
It's the upfront and then the residuals that you get, because you get a percentage off of gross, not profit, not net, off of gross. It's like every single. And like as a franchisee, I'm like, fuck that. I ain't taking fucking 8% a week, you know, off of my girl. Like, fuck, you know, like you better be profitable enough because, you know, so luckily sandwiches.
If they build a name into something big enough, then it's pretty easy.
Well, yeah, and it also comes with customers coming through the door, right? Yeah. Because, you know, my food cost could be one thing, but if I don't have any customers coming through the door and I'm paying somebody to be there, my labor cost is through the roof. You know, versus if I'm doing a lot of sales, then my labor cost is super low. So, you know, you got to have people coming through that door, bro. You have to have that front door opening all day long, like or online orders going through and DoorDash people. That's why a lot of restaurants fail, bro. Their front door ain't opening enough. They don't have enough customers coming through. They don't have enough revenue. They're paying all these guys, and yeah, my food cost is 20%. It's the best it could ever be, but it don't mean shit if you got zero sales. You know? And so that's my thing. Like my food is a higher food cost because I'm selling lobster, I'm selling steak, I'm selling salmon. So it's a little bit higher. So I gotta turn. I gotta turn and burn. Or, you know, I'm paying these guys. I'm trying to pay decent enough too, a living wage.
Yeah.
And so that's really the name of the game, you know, especially if you want to get a franchise, because then a franchise to buy because you want it to be juicy enough for them to make a profit as well. Because now I need to make a profit, you need to make a profit, and is it gonna make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your main method of driving traffic? Is it the social media?
Yeah, social media, 100%, bro. You know, I'm not an expert on ads. I'm not an expert on Google, but I'll tell you what, I know how to crank out some fucking videos for social media. And we're down now. We're at like 1.5 million views in the last 30 days, but we were at about 6 or 7 million at the beginning of the year. A couple bangers, couple videos.
What was the difference?
Bro, I had this one video that I just kept posting over and over again. It hit 1 million every single time, bro.
What?
You was reposting it, or people kept posting it?
I kept reposting it. Like, I just would post it once a week, and it would hit 1 million views every single time. It was the fucking dumbest video ever, too.
What was it?
I'll show you guys. It was send this to your favorite big bag, bro, and it's a plate of just like 4 proteins and
me and Justin been watching ours because we just was like we're like in that 3 million range right now.
That's good.
So we're just like, what do we gotta do to
keep it up there? Yeah, because it falls fast. Because what happens is that one video falls off and you're down 1 million. Or you're down 500,000. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
You know, it's like watching your bank account drop. It's like an uneasy a little bit. You're like, oh, what's going on, man?
It's like watching stocks.
Yeah, literally, exactly, bro.
Volatile or crypto.
Yeah, it's like
we're doing it for the views. Yeah,
yeah. It's like, what's happening? So it's this video right here. Same exact song, same exact words.
Damn, it looks good.
Simple iPhone.
Literally, bro. Not even the light. You know how they do the light over the shit? Not even a light, bro. I cooked that. The guy's watching me, and I go, "You think I could take a video of this real quick?" He's like, "Yeah, for sure, bro." Literally with my flash, took the video, and then I didn't post it for weeks. Bro, this video easily has got 8 million views collectively out of all the time I posted it. Yeah, it's the dumbest shit ever.
That is the weirdest shit, because even like with me, like if you watch like my videos, I do like full production videos for some of my releases, right?
Yeah.
Go to the desert, rent RVs, rent ATVs, rent quads, everything. Do a full production.
Like
and we'll do decent.
It's a done.
Great director.
We'll do decent, and then we'll just fucking do an iPhone video on it. Boom, it cracks off. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man?
I think the algorithm right now is rewarding authenticity. You know, so when I first started my Instagram journey, it's funny because I was just in a meeting with a videographer right before coming here, and I was showing him my videos. I used to do like music videos in my backyard, but it wasn't like a music video. It was like of me cooking though. You would think I was about to start rapping or something. We did the slow-mo and that shit was hitting. And then I started realizing I was getting no love on them. So I started realizing it was the more authentic videos. And so I started doing that. My shit started hitting. Now, what you're saying is it's coming back. It's a mixture now, right? It's a mixture of authenticity and the higher production videos is what I'm noticing. So that's why I'm bringing him on, because I want to get a mixture of both. But I know what you mean, dude. Like that shit is crazy. I spent hours
like
editing.
Creative, like bro, some of my stuff is like full. That was always my thing is, I want our videos to look like we put energy and effort into it, and we're creative. I don't want it to be like, I see so much brands is just like, they don't put energy and effort, and like, I can see it when you watch it. You know, like mine's on when they see it. I want them to people to be like, oh, they put energy and effort into their marketing.
Yeah, and then for it to do like
poorly
on Instagram,
and then you're like, shit,
don't even
bro.
get me started on TikTok, bro. Those motherfuckers doing little dances on TikTok, and the shit's a little blurry. Got like 3 million views. You're like, what the fuck am I doing wrong, bro?
I don't get TikTok at all.
And so yeah, it's very tough. But that was my first 1 million view video by myself. I've done it with like collabing with like foodies out here and shit. I've done it a few times. But like Las Vegas Phil, Don Q very much, Hooked. I've done a few million with those guys, but that was my first one that I couldn't believe it. Right? I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, let me post it again. And then after 5 times of posting it and hitting, 1 million, 800,000, 700, another million, it did 2 million. The same fucking video.
Well, I was watching a thing that they're see some pages where the same video is posted
Like
over and over, like 30 times in a row.
Oh, I've never seen that.
And
No,
never
I
seen
should have
that?
tried that.
Yeah,
I
and
should
then-
try that.
Dude,
No, and then one of them will hit, and then that's the one like.
But they'll literally say like day 40 of 180
Of me
this.
posting this video
Yes,
until it
there's
goes
like literally
viral.
entire accounts of
Yeah.
that.
Oh wow!
And
I
they
should
have-
probably, I should probably make an account
'Cause it
just
wasn't
for
a
that.
Thousands and thousands of followers.
Even that one
hundreds of
rapper, right?
thousands.
That you found, the rapper you found, the
Oh,
IE.
IE.
Yeah, and then
Have you
he-
seen that video?
No, so he showed me this guy. He's like, bro, look at this guy. He's posting the same thing over and over, and then one of the videos hit, and then now he's like all
like the most
over.
famous dude
He's
ever.
all over social
Dude,
media now.
all over, like on the radar, you know, like the green
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
he's on
been,
there?
Yeah, he's been all over, dude.
But it was the
Just doing that
same
shit.
video over and over and over, and then one of them hit.
And then
The
they
same-
kept hitting,
I-
kept hitting.
My bad. The same video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost
But
the
you're
same video, like
but back to back to back to back to back.
or it had the same the same audio with like a different image in the beginning of it, but then it went straight into it.
What the fuck?
Bro, I would say he probably put 100 posts, a little over it.
And it hit.
One of
Hit
them,
huge.
and then it
Went
started
from,
hitting.
Went from like 1,200, 1,300 followers to maybe he's got like 50,000 now, something like that, in that range, 60,000 in like a couple of months. Like,
And that's what I want to know. But like, I wish there was a fucking book, bro. Like,
there is no book.
That's what I wish there was, because I would, that's the thing, is you got guys that are going viral off of that. Then me, I try not to post the same video more than once a week.
Yeah.
I thought once a week was crazy.
Spam, yeah.
Yeah, like my people don't want to see this, but I mean, well, then the other problem is here's a local problem. I got to figure out how to get my videos to go to Las Vegas, because it's cool that my videos go to fucking New York, but they're not.
Doesn't do shit
They're
over
in New
here.
York. Like I had my buddy's video went to fucking Mexico, bro. It was some chick eating a chicken wing, and there was a hella close up, and she had a little mustache. And it went to Mexico, and they're roasting her in Spanish in the comments. We don't know what the fuck they're saying. We start Googling this shit, and we're like, they're like, oh, her mustache looks just like my tios, I'm like, holy shit. But like, it was cool. The video went hella viral. But the point is like,
What's the return on
these
it?
fools ain't gonna fucking come and get my shit. It was hilarious. I felt low-key bad for the chick. I was like, gonna delete that? He's like, hell nah, bro. But, and so that's the thing, is I'm trying to figure out right now how to get it to Las Vegas, like how to hone
That's
that
where the
in.
paid
But
ads and the come in, yeah.
yeah, for sure, because it definitely
'Cause
niches it down. You can target.
Yeah, target.
But that shit is getting
bro,
expensive.
I had this guy like with my old brand got really, really big. But this is when social media wasn't so IG wasn't so regulated, but we was paying a guy to target other brands, and then it would target your whole following.
It would take their follower. Yeah.
and
I
it
understand
would
what
just
you're talking about.
post our shit
Yeah.
on their following, and that's
Yeah.
how it kind of like we ramped it up with that.
Yes, it's posting what they like
Yeah.
and the similar
But,
kind of stuff.
yeah, I
Creating
guess,
mock
like,
audiences and shit. Yeah.
Now it's really strict, so you can't do
that no more.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I had all kind. When in my old brand, we had all kinds of shit we was doing to get followers and.
I don't want to
views
say my
and-
secrets, bro. I don't want to say it, bro.
But
I got
it's
secrets,
different
bro.
now, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I got my own little
like,
shit.
even like with my
Yeah.
old brand, like I said, we was in that era when nothing would get flagged.
Yeah. When Instagram was a little more wild. Instagram was like TikTok. Now you
yeah.
could see fucking people getting killed on TikTok.
Ours
and
was
shit.
all like
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You see
ours was
wild
all
shit
like
on
naked,
TikTok.
like fucking half naked
Yeah,
girls and
yeah.
shit, and would never get flagged.
Yeah,
and,
now that shit is all on
Yeah.
TikTok and X.
I get like the most like simple videos taken now by TikTok, or I get the audio muted all the time.
really?
Yeah, all the time. I don't
Really?
understand why.
Instagram is crazy, bro. Because we're in a group message with our friend Brad. He's like the winningest middleweight fighter, right?
Okay.
And UFC.
But
yeah.
we always send him like these fucking Bushido like fake like karate guys, right? Like they do like the and the guys fly.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
I was
always
talking
send him
about-
the
yeah, yeah.
videos. But now my fucking IG is just like loaded with all those videos popping up over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we're always talking about it.
Yeah, well, that's
because
what
we're
happened-
always sending it to
That's
each
what
other.
happened to my buddy, bro. He hops on IG and he's like, hey, they say your For You page says a lot about you, man. You go on that For You page, bro. We know what you've been looking at, bro. Either food, naked chicks, fucking working out. It does not matter. But that Instagram is scary, bro. It's to the point where I'm thinking about something and it pops up on my phone.
for sure.
I'm not even talking about it, dude.
That's
so,
just crazy.
there's those hacks too, where, you try to get people about clothing brands and shit like that. And I wish there was a book to fucking figure that shit out, because I'd be reading that shit every day. Gary Vee's got a few of them books, but I mean, he's Gary Vee. Of course he goes viral. You know what I mean? Like that's what I never understood. Like these people have these secrets and all this shit, but there's never been a you before. There's never been a you. There's never been a me before. How do I know that's gonna work? Like there's techniques and shit, but like, how do I know it's gonna work for my face or your guys' face? Everybody's different, right? Like people consume content differently. So it's cool to listen to the gurus and all the shit, but I think you just be authentic. You just be you. You know, and that's really, I think, what's gonna pop. And either people fuck with you or they don't, you know? And that's what I've been doing.
That's what been on our pod lately. We've just been
you guys
super
been
raw.
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
Like, I don't give a fuck, too. I have no shame. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what people like, though, because we're in such a censored world today. Like, I even got to be careful what I say sometimes, because then people might not want to fuck with my restaurant. You know, like, I have opinions and shit, but sometimes I just,
Politics and
politics are the worst, right?
Yeah, I tone it down a little bit. I try just to be as neutral as possible, because at the end of the day, like, everybody eats food. Right. So I have to be for everybody.
Yeah. Pay them energy.
I mean, hey, I accept them all. They come in they all eat food. You know what I mean? It does not matter.
That's literally one of my favorite clips of all time.
The funniest shit today we're like setting up for the convention, right? And then like, we're all fucking from Hawaii, so our pigeon's real bad.
Yeah.
So we're like building our fucking installment, and then some of the workers are coming by, and then me, Tyson, my cousin, them are there. We're swearing, yelling at each other, talking shit, and then they stop their cart. They're like, "Hey, are you guys aren't
calm down."
No,
they're
like, no, we had a whole meeting about people being woke at this convention, but you aren't those woke people, right? And I was like, "Fuck no." And then he's like, "That's what I thought." Yeah. And then he drove his cart away, and he's like, "Yeah." But he was like, "Yeah." They got warned. Like, they had a meeting and everything about
because it's gonna be a really woke culture.
Yeah,
right?
It's an animation, right?
Yeah. So it's more. Trust me, dude. I went to that one of the markets in Spring Mountain, like the Chinese New Year type of thing. Yeah. I saw some shit that I was like, "What the fuck is that, bro? That's not even a person."
Have you seen your first furry in person yet?
What's a furry, bro?
A furry?
They act like a dog.
Or they usually have like on tails,
got it. No, I've only seen that on Instagram. No, I've never seen that in person.
I saw the one when her butt plug fell out with her tail. You see that one? She was walking, she had a tail, and then the friend pulled it, and boop, it popped out, and it was like ding, ding, ding. I was like rolling on the ground.
Oh, I have seen that. I have seen that. Yeah, I have. I jacked off to that too. Yeah. I thought you were spit.
No, I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, even when it comes, like, even the restaurant industry, right? Let's talk like that, right? I mean, we can't be as raw as we used to be either. We have to be a little more soft. Like, before, it was leave your bullshit at the door. I don't give a fuck what's going on out in the real world. You come in here, as soon as that fucking air curtain hits your face, it's all business. Now it's more of like a, hey, talk to us so we can know what's going on, so we can kind of walk on eggshells around you. You know, and I didn't grow up like that.
So you can be mindful of your feelings and your emotions and what's going on in your life that's affecting you here at work.
Don't get me started, bro. No, exactly. You know, that's what it is, bro. Like, I have to talk to everybody a certain way because everybody has a different personality. Right. Everybody thinks differently. And I mean, they didn't give a fuck when I was growing up, bro. I grew up with the real fucking Asian, barely spoke any fucking English, dude. I'm the little white kid, bro. They said whatever the fuck. They're like, dumbass, fucking flip that shit. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I used to say, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. If you fucking know, then what the fuck am I telling you? You know? He's like, oh, I know.
I hate that shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, dude. Yeah, I know it was bad. I used to be like, oh, I know.
Bro, my dad always be like, well, you know everything now?
Yeah, bro.
You know everything now?
Oh, my God. It's fucking beating into me.
But I'm blessed that, like, I had that kind of upbringing, you know? Because it gives me thick skin, dude. And I see fucking people all the time out here.
But
like,
thick skin, respect. You know what I mean?
Respect as well, too. You know, self-realization of what you're actually doing. Why the fuck am I saying I know? Why didn't I think before I fucking said some dumbass shit like that? You know? He just yelled at me like I'm stupid. Right. So let me just fucking not say that next time and think before I speak to this guy. Right. Also, too, I was the youngest dude in the restaurant. I was 15 years old, bro. All these guys were 40, 50, had kids. So than me, bro. Like, I had
a kid.
Yeah, bro. But I couldn't go up there and say some goofy ass joke, and they're just like, shut the fuck up, bro.
We just was talking. Me and just was talking to one of these guys we know, and I was like, bro, that guy never got beat up from his.
Bro, I say that all the fucking time.
His parents should have slapped him a couple times.
Yeah, your parents didn't whoop your ass, did they? Nah, never. Yeah, I could tell.
Parents and probably nobody in general. You know what I mean? Like, not even at school.
Yeah, bro. I would go to school. And
He's probably one of the teachers backed him up too.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I see it all the time, dude. I see in the real world as adults, bro. Like, I see people all the time that I feel bad, bro. I'm like, you could have used a couple ass whoopings because you're a good person. You just a pansy.
You know what I see it even like, when you go to like the store, right? And the way kids talk to their parents.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm just like, oh, bro.
Well, here's another one. When I was working at the restaurant, I mean, you know, kids are coming in there and they're like, Dad, can I get lobster and steak? I'm like, my dad would have smacked the shit out of me for even fucking saying that, bro.
You get what they order.
You're getting
yeah.
the fucking chicken. What the fuck's the
You get what
difference?
they order.
Yeah, what's the difference, bro? You know, my dad whooped my ass anywhere. It didn't matter. We'd be in the middle of Home Depot. Start smacking me in the fucking. I remember getting whooped, spanked, and fucking. People are walking past the aisle. They're going like walking back, like, oh my god. You know, they didn't give a shit. I remember they had to come in the fucking the theater one time, and because my dad kicked a fucking couple trash cans, he was fucking yelling at us, screaming at us and shit. Like,
Not gonna lie,
what it was.
I thought you were gonna say something way worse, like something about iPad kids or something. Asking for steak and lobster, it doesn't seem too bad.
What was this to the point of like, you know, you respect?
I think back in the like our like we're a little older, but when we was younger, there's no way we would go into a restaurant and order steak and lobster, bro. Like,
nah, bro.
your parents did the ordering and you ate what they ordered.
Yeah.
And you ate whatever was on the plate that day.
Or you ordered from the kids menu, bro. You didn't
Really?
order
Yeah.
anything out of pocket like
We
that.
were always like, if whatever you order, you gotta eat it though.
Yeah,
for
what it
sure.
is.
Yeah,
But
no,
they let us order whatever.
Bro, I remember being at the kitchen table, like falling asleep.
I was a fat kid too. Though.
And I used to like, I remember my
fat
dad
kid.
used to make whatever you put on your plate, you eat, right? So
Yeah,
I would try to make
yeah.
it small. And then my dad like, bro, you're not eating enough. And he put more. And me and my
You screwed
cousins
this
would be
big-ass
like
plate.
there and like we couldn't eat it. So we'd spread it out on the plate.
Yeah.
Like make it look like it's not there.
Like
and
you
then
do it like
he
a
would just
sushi
cut,
buffet?
Yeah.
he would just come
Hide
over
that
there.
shit, yeah.
He would just come over with the fork and he just put it all in the middle. He's like, oh, there's a lot left.
Finish that right there.
And then we're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then my older brother, sister, or my older siblings and my cousins would walk by and feel so bad for me and my cousin.
Take a bite.
They would like walk by, take a bite, walk by, take a bite.
That's great.
And then we'd just be sitting
Those
there
are good
like,
cousins. Yeah.
and it was like, it's crazy because it was a lot of times it was vegetables and broccoli, right?
Yeah.
But fuck, now I love vegetables and
Now
broccoli.
you like eating that shit, yeah.
You know,
I
what? I
love
had a problem. I couldn't like get food on my fork or on my spoon as a kid. So I would always like put it on with my other hand. And it got so bad that my parents started like tying my hand to the chair, so I had to eat with one hand.
Oh, fuck.
Bro, at one point I was like, I don't know, maybe like 8 years old. They put me back into my high chair from when I was like 3. What?
Because you
So I
couldn't
was like
fucking use
in
a
a high
fork?
chair eating like this. Like, just putting my mouth to my bowl, like scooping it.
Hey, but now you know how to fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like if your
I
parents,
got in trouble.
if your parents didn't do that shit, bro, you'd be a fucking adult, fucking like a dumbass, you know. And so
Yeah.
luckily, bro, like that's what I say. I'm blessed that my parent, like my dad, if he was still alive today, I'm 28. My dad would be 72. Talk about old school, right?
Yeah.
Like so.
How old was he when you were born? I didn't do that math
40.
kind of stuff. Wow.
40. He was 40 or so. No, he'd be 68. My bad. He'd be 68. Yeah. Or something like that. Yeah, he was 40. So when he had me, he was 40. So my business partner that's 40 now, his mom is the same age as my dad would be right now.
Oh wow.
And he's 20 years older than me.
right.
You know? So it's like I grew up with a more old school dad.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they really
Old
They
school,
whooped your
yeah.
ass. One time my girl, she was like, well, how's your dad like? Like I really want to know. And I go, oh, you want to know? I said, all right. We get in the car. I go sit in the back seat. She's like, what do you mean? Goes like, go sit in the back seat. So she sits. I sit in the driver's seat. She sits in the passenger seat back. I said, say something to me. I said, what'd you say? What'd you say? She said, what are you doing? I was like, yeah, every morning before school. Yeah, a couple of those. Couple of the what from the back. He would hit the what would he grab the steering wheel, hit the wham right to the jaw every time. Every
That
morning.
was a whole old school shit. Even
Yeah.
like my older sister, she had this habit of putting her hair in her mouth. Like she would like
Twirl it
twirl
and
it and put it
whatnot.
in her mouth. And then my dad kept like, don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Your hair, like, you know, it smells like spit, right?
Yeah.
Bro, my dad just shaved her head.
Yeah.
Shaved her head. She was bald. And then my dad was like, fuck, I should have never did that because her hair grew back thick and long.
Yeah.
Like way thicker and longer after that. But my dad just shaved her head.
Wait, why is that bad that it grew back thicker and longer?
I don't know, because her hair was long and thick. Like, it was not bad.
Well, she was happy now. Yeah.
But-
He was like, yeah, thanks, Dad.
Tons of that shit.
It was supposed to fucking
Yeah.
punish her, and now she's all happy and shit. But I mean, that's just what it was. You know, like
Yeah.
we got smacked, we got ass whoopings. It was a battle every morning. I'd go into school, and they'd be like, you know, I have like fingerprints on the back of my neck from getting smacked. They'd be like, is everything okay at home? I'm like, everything's great. I'm not telling you shit. I'm gonna get my ass whooped again. Fuck that, you know. And I'm blessed. I love it. I'm super happy I was raised like that. You know, I didn't like it then. It
I feel
fucking
like we're
sucked.
respectful. That's why, you know, respect to the elders.
I respect my elders,
Even
bro.
everybody, honestly.
I respect everybody, exactly, and I have more common sense, bro. I'm fucking, like I said, I'm more aware. I treat people a different way, and I, like you said, I see people all the time. I'm like, man, you need to get your ass whooped because, feel bad. Like you're like a what's the word?
Entitled.
Not just entitled, but like to something to society. Like you're like a endangerment to society. Like you should not be able to do your own stuff
Or
like, you need
reproduce.
supervision. Yeah. Like there should be a rubric of like who could reproduce out here because your seed is fucked. You know, like fuck that.
Yeah,
So,
but then those people become like middle school and elementary school teachers and then start shaping the youth.
It's fucked, bro. Yeah.
That's why she's all fucked right now.
Bunch
I
of
know.
pussies.
Yeah, you know.
But do you
it is.
remember like? Everybody always brings up like Tropic Thunder, like how that was like the last like great raunchy movie.
Yeah.
Everybody almost forgets about The Interview. That was like
The Interview was
a whole
good
decade
one,
ago.
I've never seen that.
You've
one,
never
no.
seen The Interview?
That's the one they
Nah.
go
Remember,
to.
so it was
Who's in
gonna
that?
come out in
Korea.
it was gonna come out in theaters, but then they made Sony had to pull it because
It
they
was
had.
that bad?
Do you remember how like you've never seen it?
No, no.
Not
no.
remember with Kim Jong Un in the movie? With
Oh,
Seth Rogen?
yeah,
yeah,
they went
Seth Rogen
there.
and the other dude,
Franco.
Franco, yeah, James
Yeah.
Franco.
Yeah,
Okay,
then
got it.
North Korea, they faked
Yeah.
it. They made it
Yeah,
look like it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
like riding bikes.
Did they,
and
so they
shit.
didn't release that in theaters. I know exactly, but I know exactly
They
what you're
pulled
talking
it from
about.
theaters right before, and then I think somebody leaked it on like some website, and then Put Locker got a hold of it, and then everybody got a hold of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
thought
can't
that
do.
was a good movie.
But dude, the way they have do you see how they're like portraying a president?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie now? You've never seen the movie
No,
still?
I gotta go see it.
Dude.
That's on my list. You're
What
watching Founder.
president?
I'm watching.
Our president?
I'm watching
or-
Interview.
No, Kim Jong Un.
Oh, yeah.
The way they're like talking about
Well, I
it,
think
like,
they didn't want to release because they were scared that this fool was gonna retaliate or
And
something.
shoot a
Yeah, I
nuke
do
into
remember
the
that.
air.
Yeah.
Obama was like, "Nah, you guys
Yeah,
can't
you
do
guys
this."
are tripping.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, even their comedy. I mean, that was the last time fucking comedy was actually.
But he likes
fucking
American movies.
Good. Yeah, I think he probably
Comedy,
liked it.
right?
He probably liked it.
That's what they said in the interview, actually.
No, I thought he did in real life. That's
In
why
real
Dennis
life, too?
Rodman would always go there.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
that's a
good friends with Dennis
point.
Rodman.
He likes
Yeah.
sports. He
Yeah.
likes sports. I knew that.
Sports and comedy.
I didn't know comedy.
I think it was comedy and sports. That's why Rodman was always over there.
That's interesting. Would you go to North Korea if you had the chance?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
You don't have kids, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do. I have one kid. Yeah.
How old?
2.
Son?
Girl.
Girl, okay.
Yeah. But I'll go just if I got invited. Fuck yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't go just on my own free will. Fuck no. I would be like, hey,
You
we're
go
taking
cook
it.
for
Fuck.
Kim Jong Un?
If he was like, yo, bro, come cook a hibachi dinner. Fuck yeah. I mean, that's some legendary shit, bro.
Would you give him the whole show?
I'll
Like,
do the whole shit, whatever. Yeah.
Shrimp in the mouth.
Yeah. I'll be hey, Kim Jong-un can't catch, bro. Open wide.
Would you make like an onion nuke for him or something?
Yeah,
Like, how would that work
yeah.
out?
Whatever he wants, bro. I'll do that shit. Hell yeah. That'd be sick. That'd be
Would you
badass.
put on like an Asian accent for him too?
Nah, I do.
Have you ever done one before? Do you have a good? It looks like you have a good one.
Nah.
No, because you've been around them for a long time. So you grew up around them half your life. So I know you
grew
got
up, see, I grew up around every type of Asian, right?
Right.
Indonesian, fucking Thai, Lao, fucking everything. I didn't.
Which one do you do the best?
Nah, none of them, bro. I don't do none of them. No, I can't. I always say that's one of my jokes because I do the little, the egg roll trick, and I go egg roll, and I'm like, I can't do it in the accent. It's racist. And then everybody that's my joke. It's racist. And everybody at the table starts doing that shit, and I get them to fucking do it. And I'm like, I got y'all bitch asses. I'm like, I got y'all on 4K camera. I don't do it.
Not at all?
Nah.
What if we did like animated this part of the podcast? Would you do it, man? Like a South Park episode.
No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
That's
What
awesome.
are you? What ethnicity?
Everything.
Yeah, you're a mix?
Korean, Filipino, Portuguese,
Oh,
Puerto
shit.
Rican, Spanish, Irish, a little bit of black.
Goddamn. So
Everybody
you
from Hawaii's mixed.
just,
Yeah.
you,
We're hella
could do
mixed.
everything from
Yeah.
fucking do Asian accent to say the N word. You can
Yeah.
do it all.
That's why I always say we can tease everybody.
Yeah. And
Because
what about
we're
you?
all
Same.
Filipino, white, Spanish, mixed,
Fuck.
like mixed everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of how it is in Hawaii, just mixed plates.
Yeah.
But because it's so recently, right? Like, I don't think there was another place on earth where they were bringing in so many different ethnicities for the sugarcane
Yeah.
plantation at the time.
Pineapple,
Gotcha.
sugarcane.
Pineapple and sugarcane, really. And then what was after that? Papaya and macadamia
But
nut.
mostly
and-
pineapple and sugarcane.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so then everybody was just fucking.
At
Pretty much
the,
a slave
right
labor.
around
Yeah.
1900.
It's
Yeah.
slave labor.
Just
So
fucking
as
just
international
reproducing.
trade started hitting its peak and industrialization started to become about, that's when they could really bring over the cheap labor from across the east. Because that's when they had like the Underground Railroad in San Francisco where they would like sell Chinese girls basically and like.
You see, I always thought that shit was cool because like I grew up. My best friend is Samoan, and so like they always had culture, right? Like I grew up around Samoans.
And Samoan
Hawaiians.
culture is really strong.
It was the coolest shit
When
ever,
you
right?
graduate,
And
it's a full
yeah, they made me the money lays
Hell
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, like me and my little brother had money lays and shit. We're the only white kids at Green Valley High School with money lays and shit. Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on over there, But I was always low-key jealous. I was like, I want to be like fucking Samoan, bro. Like, you guys are cool as shit. The fucking families, the way they talk, fucking everything. And I was always
You
like,
guys can say the N-word?
I'm like, bro, literally, dog. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the hell? And like, I was always the only white kid around all like the ethnicity. I was always, Zach. They always like, Zach can say the N-word. He's good. I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna say it. I never said it, but they always like, Zach, he's good on our hood, I'm like, fuck, man. But I always thought it was cool, man. Yeah, for sure. You guys are fucking cool.
Is there a great story behind the name
Vanilla Rice?
Yeah.
Nah, well, just yeah, some black dude came in and just was like, "Yo, that dude look like Vanilla Ice. I'm gonna call you Vanilla Rice." And then that shit just fucking stuck. I
And
just
that's
took
when you
that
were
shit.
still out on the grill.
Yeah. And I just made my Instagram that shit, and then that was it. Yeah,
How old were you when you got that nickname?
it's like 17.
Sheesh.
I was the only white guy working at the Hibachi restaurant my whole fucking life, bro. I was the only white guy working at that spot, since I was 15.
Wait, so how old are you now?
28.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started there when I was 15, cooked my first table when I was 17. And then I've been doing this shit ever
You've
since.
been in there. You've been in the.
It's been half your life. You know what I mean? You've got,
Almost my whole life. 'Cause
Yeah.
I smoked so much weed during that time. I barely remember fucking anything.
it's
you
just
know?
muscle memory.
Yeah, I don't fucking barely remember shit. My girl's like, you don't remember like childhood memories? I'm like, no, what the fuck? I don't remember shit. I'm like, I remember barely anything, you know? But yeah, that's why like certain trend, like you guys see food trends right now, or like a lot of places like the burger spots are opening up a lot. Now like hibachi spots are popping up and shit, but like they're just all hopping on trends. You know, I've really been doing this shit from the beginning. That's like what I like to preach. And some people care, some people don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, shut up. Like whatever fuck is closest, that's where I'm gonna go. You know, but that's what I pride myself on.
I remember when I first moved to, like, the first time I moved to Vegas was in 2002. But there was like no, like the sushi, you go to a sushi restaurant, it was just Hawaii people or Asian.
Yeah.
But now you go to a sushi restaurant, it's
All
like
Mexican.
so cultured in there, right?
Talk about the cooks.
Yeah. No, but I'm just
Not
not
even
like,
the sushi chefs,
no,
bro.
but even when you go in
Fuck.
there, like when you would go in there
Yeah.
to eat, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It was
You're talking about the
only-
patrons.
that like the people
Oh,
eating.
got it.
There were only like
got it.
Hawaii people
Yeah.
because obviously,
Yeah.
and Asian. But then now you go in there, I'm like, my fucking line is long as
Yeah,
fuck because
it's all white
everybody
people.
eats sushi
Yeah.
now, bro. Like fuck.
Everybody's jumping on the trends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sushi's popping. So Osaka, the restaurant I worked at, was one of the first sushi restaurants in Las Vegas. Osaka, and there's another one. I don't think they're in business anymore. I forgot the name, but like, yeah, and they're actually owned by Japanese. All of them now are owned by Koreans. A lot of Korean. Yeah,
Really?
Koreans are killing the food
Yeah.
game right now.
Really?
Yeah, they're opening hella restaurants. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
when I first came here, all my friends that was from here was like, "You don't eat fish raw? Like, what the fuck?" You know, like they're tripping that we eat fish like that. And
White friends or?
White friends.
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Or even like, yeah, I need like, but like we was like, oh, we eat fish like that all the time. That's how we eat fish, and they're like, no, we don't eat fish raw. You eat it cooked, you know.
well, and growing up in the sushi restaurant, I grew up in a sushi hibachi restaurant. We had full sushi bar, full hibachi, and so you get hungry, right? And they would make, the sushi chef would make a mistake, he'd throw it back to the kitchen, because like they can't eat it up in the front. And bro, like I was not into fucking sushi at all, bro. I didn't eat no raw fit, none of that. I was a tempura shrimp kid. I'll take the tempura shrimp.
I love shrimp tempura.
Yeah, but that was it. Like I was only want the shrimp tempura. But then, bro, you get hungry, dog, and that sushi every day, bro, starts looking a little better and better and better. And next thing you know, now I'm just fucking eating all the sushi, bro. All the fucking nigiris, fucking the sashimi, everything.
So have you had a spam musubi?
Hell yeah, I
When's
got my
the-
daughter one today.
When's the first time you had a spam musubi?
Oh, dude, I was like 14 years old.
Oh, I forgot you're with Simone's. That's right.
Yeah. I had spam musubi.
What was your reaction to the first time hearing that that's what they eat? Spam.
It was definitely weird for sure. Yeah. I was like, spam, that's fucking, I heard that's just nasty.
Even as a kid?
Yeah. You hear spam's nasty, bro. Like that shit's out of a can. Like, I mean, we eat shit out of a can, but spam was
Grinded
like,
meat. Yeah.
yeah, spam was like, that's what, I don't fucking know. It's like what the struggle
Where
food,
people eat,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, but then when I had the first one, I was like, this is fucking fire, dude. And then we just kept having them. I got my daughter one today. My
From
daughter,
where?
Ross J's.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
legendary.
Yeah.
I've been going there since I was 14 years old. That place is,
Roster is good.
I just went there this morning. I love that fucking place. That's one place in Vegas that does not need any marketing at all.
Yeah.
That's and I tell people this all the time because they go, well, how do you build your restaurant? I'm like, oh, marketing. I go, but there's ones out there,
That
and
don't
I
need it.
always use Ross J's as an example. They have 150 followers on Instagram. Lines out the fucking door
Are
every
you
single
serious?
day. Lines out the door every day.
But they've been here.
Yeah.
They've been in this.
Yeah.
city.
No, but that's crazy
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Maybe they have
No.
300 now, but they don't
But
have.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is for how much people know Ross J's
Yeah.
and how popular Ross
Yeah.
J's is. That is for them to not even put any effort
they
into
don't post
it.
at all, bro.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, I don't think they do flyers. They don't do anything.
what it gets brought, their name gets brought up, even though
Like
yeah.
religiously.
We know all the Hawaii restaurants, but
Yeah.
their name always comes up, even
Yeah.
though like they're not on social
I
media.
can't believe that.
Yeah.
I almost like I
It's crazy to me because I looked it up one day. I was like, man, they gotta be like 10, 20K,
At least.
30K,
At
right?
least.
Nah, bro, they don't do shit. They haven't posted in like 4 years type shit. And I'm like,
Wow.
what the? And I'm over here dancing and shit on TikTok trying to get, hey, come get my steak and shrimp.
Ah.
You know, like looking like a goddamn fool and shit, bro. And they're out here just thriving. They don't even open for dinner anymore.
Wow.
They only open from 11 to 3 every day.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't went in a minute. I should go there.
It's
Yeah.
that popular now?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm telling you, if you're there they open at 10. No, sorry, they open at 10. I said 11. Yeah, bro. If you don't get there like 9:50, bro, you get there right at 10. Fuck, bro, you're gonna be a 30-minute wait.
Really?
Yeah, and I only get one thing. I've only gotten. I mean, I've had other things from there, but that spicy Korean chicken bowl.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Shit's fire, and because it used to, well, it's also cheap too. That's another thing. It used to be $4. Now
Yeah,
it's
like
like $6.
$4.99 or something like
Yeah,
that.
you can't fucking beat that, bro.
Yeah.
You get the extra chicken, you know, you
Yeah.
get fried rice instead, you know, and it gets up there. But I spent about $19 there for 2 people today, which isn't,
I mean, it's
It's really
super
good.
filling.
bro.
really
Yeah, bro. They
good
give you so
food.
much rice, bro. And I sit here and because I know the proteins that I serve and I know the quality that I serve, and so when I see these restaurants give these crazy portions for this cheap price, I'm like, fuck. Like I'm not even gonna ask what kind of meat or is this graded or not. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna eat it and enjoy the shit because
You guys are seasoning this well.
I don't get it, bro. I don't understand how these people are serving.
Especially the
those.
Hawaiian restaurants and Chinese restaurants, right?
Bro, how do you sell a $4.95 lunch special in 25, bro? Like, I don't get it. I don't know what they're chopping up back there, but I don't ask. I don't ask, bro. I can't. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they
I was
still,
telling Justin a story about in China, this guy's got caught with, you know what a monopool is?
no.
It's like what is, how do you explain it?
It's like a breaded
Pork char siu
with almost
red meat inside.
with meat inside of it. It's like an Asian Chinese
Okay.
type of thing.
But
soft, super soft white
yeah,
bread on the outside.
Oh,
white
yeah, I
bread
have
is
seen that
really
before.
good.
Yeah, I have seen that
but
before.
They were like stretching the meat by grinding up and soaking cardboard in the char siu. And then they were like fucking, like doubling it up. But then people started getting sick because it wasn't
it
digesting.
wasn't-
So people started
I
getting
believe
sick.
it's
So they were cutting their meat like Coke.
Yeah, they were re-rocking that shit with cardboard.
With cardboard,
Yeah,
marinated
I
cardboard.
mean, and they were probably making a killing.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, fuck, imagine not having to throw out the amount of boxes I throw away every day. Hey,
throw that in the marinator.
Teriyaki cardboard is about to be coming. Throw those sesame seeds on
Then
top,
instead of
green
55
onion.
gallon drum full of marinated, just boom, throw the cardboard in there. Chop it up and throw it in there.
You just say it's that vegan meat, you know, how it's all stringy and shit. It's just vegan meat, you know?
Wait, don't they do that with some products? Like, there's a lot of like wood pulp, right? Like grinded up wood that is in like Parmesan cheese and like a bunch of like random foods that you
Oh,
wouldn't
there's a
think
lot of
about.
plastics and shit, yeah.
No, I mean like literally like wood pulp. They use it for like
It's good for you.
for fiber.
Like a thickening agent or something. Or
Yeah, and they say it's fiber. It's
Vegan
basically.
spots?
No, like just ingredients in your kitchen.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no. Well, you see, they just banned fucking, what is it, the fake dyes or something?
Oh, they
yeah,
did.
sorry.
What did they
just
do?
like
Which
the
ones?
shit that's in the Fruit Loops and all the
Yeah.
shit, all the fake.
Oh, they did?
I don't know which ones. But
RFK, yeah.
yeah,
He
RFK.
actually banned it.
They just banned it yesterday. Yeah,
Wow.
so there's not going to be any more like, I don't know how they're going to make Skittles. I don't know how they're going to make
I
Fruit
just
No,
Loops.
Loops.
but they
I ate
can
some
do it.
Skittles
They do it in other countries.
You're right. You're
They're-
right. You're right. You're 100% right, actually, because that's what he was saying in his shit, actually. He was saying we're the
Yeah,
only
better,
country.
yeah.
We're the only
Beet
country that
juice
uses this
and-
shit.
yeah.
This is illegal in every other country. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's fucked, bro.
But I had a friend take me to like a fucking vegan restaurant one time. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna go try this cheeseburger. It tastes exactly like a cheeseburger." So we go there, fucking sit
How's
down,
the
we order
cardboard?
it. Bro, I bite it. I was like, does not taste like a cheeseburger. Like when is the fucking last time you ate a real cheeseburger? Because this doesn't taste like a cheeseburger, bro. Like,
Nah, bro, vegan restaurants are fucked. I'm not gonna lie. They've been going out of business pretty recent. I mean, there's still ones that are popping, but
we had
like
this little trend, for a little while.
it was a trend, yeah. But now a lot of restaurants are having vegan options, and like, bro, how many vegans are hanging out, bro? Like, you know, that's not common.
There's a lot of vegans out there, bro.
But there is, but like, how many?
Kamala got like 40 million votes. Remember?
But out of like us three, right? Like that's. There's not one vegan here, you know what I mean? So it's like, if we did have a vegan friend, are we gonna all go to his vegan fucking
No,
restaurant? No, you're gonna
fuck
go to the
no.
fucking this restaurant. They got a vegan option. Shut the fuck up, and you're gonna order the fucking tofu.
Remember Kevin Hart had like a whole vegan restaurant, like fast food?
Yeah, his shit was. I got on a phone call with the landlord of his building in Hollywood, and I was trying to see what the price was. The Hart House, it's like $25,000, and the guy's on the phone. He's some Indian dude. He's like, yeah, fucking. This fucking guy, he's fucking with his bullshit ass vegan. You know, fucking, I knew it was a bad idea. All this, now I'm stuck with this fucking rent and this building that's built for vegan shit. And so he ended up tearing it down and fucking building up a bunch of houses on top of it. But yeah, I
Wow.
called him because it was right in the heart of fucking Hollywood, dude. I was like, right across from the Chick-fil-A. I was like, bro, if I was there, fuck. That's like the traffic. I forget the 2 streets that it's called, but yeah, that shit went out of business fast.
Super
Just like
quick,
Veggie
right?
Nation too.
Yeah.
You ever heard of that one?
Yep.
They weren't bad because my uncle lives out here. He's vegan. Like that's how. So to be
Sorry
honest,
about that.
he what?
I'm sorry about that.
No, he's still alive.
No, but he's vegan. He's vegan.
Yeah. Well, let me
You've lost him.
Let me explain. he did it because he had cancer.
Oh.
And so he went on an all vegan diet and it actually fucking reversed his cancer, which is fucking crazy. Like he stopped eating meat, he stopped eating processed foods, he stopped eating all that. So he's cancer free now, right? And not to, promote veganism, but like it was just crazy that happened.
See, I wonder if that's the meat or if it's the processed foods.
I don't
the
know.
cheeseburgers.
He just
and
completely went cold turkey. Sorry about that. I thought you thought I said he died.
Isn't there cases where guys go all raw meat and they reverse the process too?
Yeah, so there's that too.
All raw meat, you said?
Like, just raw.
Ooh.
They go all meat.
That's like the fucking
Like
Liver King.
King.
Yeah. But
then
that
you
dude's
gotta,
also
like, really
fucking
watch-
pumped up on hella steroids and shit too.
Yeah,
So.
and you gotta watch how your food is sourced and whatnot, right?
I don't know, right? But he went on a vegan diet, completely reversed his levels. Because he basically saw his parents go through cancer, and as soon as they got chemo, he's like, that was it. He was like, it went from fucking
like kills everything.
0 to 100 like in weeks, and then, they basically killed him. And he was like, I'm not doing that shit. So he started doing his research. The point of what I was saying was we used to go to a lot of vegan restaurants. I would go eat vegan food with him, and it was all right, but it wasn't.
Did you hear about that? Like, I don't know if it's China or Japan, but they eat their chicken raw there because I guess the way it's raised, they're so
I've
healthy.
seen that shit on Instagram.
I've seen some
raw
dude eat
chicken.
Raw chicken.
I'm not doing it.
But you can't do it here just because of the way that it's raised indoors and they're kept around their
there's
feces.
certain. I mean, there's even eggs. You're not supposed to technically eat eggs raw, but then if you go to the farm and get the eggs straight from the chicken, you can eat those raw.
You ever done that before? You ever tried to swallow like an egg yolk like Rocky?
Yeah.
I remember the first one I did. I got it halfway down and it just came
Threw
back
it
up.
back up.
Yeah, it like flew back out and then hit the ground and popped.
Well, it's probably your stomach, to be honest. Your stomach completely rejected it.
Yeah, I don't like slimy things. I can't even eat fat on steak and whatnot.
Oh, that's the best
wow,
part.
fuck.
Why do people say that?
That is the best part.
What
bro. I
is
love
wrong
it.
This guy don't
with
eat
you?
oxtail. He
He
doesn't eat oxtail.
what?
He doesn't eat
don't
turkey
like slimy
tail.
shit. That's
I've
why,
had it once at Ep.112. I didn't like it. It wasn't good. I take that. It wasn't good.
You had the oxtail?
Yeah, it wasn't good though.
Oxtail's
I
fire,
love
bro.
oxtail.
Yeah.
I like the big bone ones, one near the ass.
I didn't know what an oxtail was for long, as I just thought it was just,
The spine?
Yeah. I didn't know what it was. And then I was like, you're telling me this is right there? They were like, yeah.
Right
I
at
was
the
like,
asshole?
Right there? I was like,
It's
fuck.
the ass juice right there.
I was like, well, you know what? Well, that's why they're so expensive, bro, because there's only one on the cow, right?
Well, it used
A couple on the
to.
cow?
Well, it used to be pretty. It was cheaper before.
Yeah, because it
Now
wasn't
it's
as a commodity. Because now
expensive, yeah.
everybody's doing the jerk oxtails and everybody's gassing them up on Instagram and shit like they're a hot commodity.
Even like marrow, bone marrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, bro, bone marrow used to get for so cheap. Now,
Yeah.
fucking, that's like bone marrow tacos is like you're fucking 5-star, bro. I thought maybe put some bone marrow on some hibachi, bro. I don't know.
Ooh,
It is good. I
That'd
like
be
bone
fire.
marrow, yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't like it, no. You don't like it.
You ever tried it?
bone marrow?
Yeah.
Oh, at poppy steak. I wasn't the biggest fan of it though. I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
I love bone marrow too.
Would you think about doing a location something like that?
Like a crazy experience,
Yeah.
like poppy steak? Yeah. I mean, I want to, yeah.
I
that'd be
feel like
cool.
you would kill it at something like that.
Yeah, we could definitely do some ideas. I mean, David Grutman, you know that? So,
Yeah.
he owns that whole conglomerate.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that dude's a fucking genius.
He's really close to my buddy, Pauly C.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, dude, that dude right there is a fucking idol to me, bro. Like, I aspire to be like that dude one day. And dude, when I see these restaurants this dude
Oh, he
has and
kills
all
it.
the
The one
all
down
the
in Miami?
nightclubs
Yeah.
and fuck, bro, like I'm like, this dude's like a hospitality fucking
Genius.
legend, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just blows
And
my
he
mind.
swings fucking big and hard and knocks it out of the park every
Every
time.
Every time, bro. I mean, he's talked about his failures. He's opened things too fast and bled money and all this kind of shit. But like, you hear stories of that guy and it's like that just makes me keep going in the hospitality industry. Because, bro, I get fucking shitted on every day. Oh, but you're in the worst industry. Oh, I don't know how egg prices are up again. That's all you fucking see on the news. Steak prices are up again, bro. Like, you know what I mean? How discouraging that shit is to keep going. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how much more can I charge a customer at a takeout restaurant, bro? I'm already at a $40 fucking spend per person, damn near. All right, we go to 50. We go to 50. Let's go to 50. You want to go 50? Let's go. Fuck it. You know?
Pay for quality.
And that's what I try to just promote.
The quality is
This
people
quality
pay
is where
for
it's at.
quality, right? Yeah.
You would hope so, but people
What's
but people still go to McDonald's. You know?
Convenience. That's convenience, though.
Yeah, people still go to McDonald's, and
Fast food is convenience.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll fuck up some
But not
McDonald's.
gonna lie, when I
every
get
once-
all fucked up.
Yeah, I'll fuck up some McDonald's or some Jack in the Box
Bro,
every
Jack in
once
the
in a while.
Box.
Yeah, the tacos.
The tacos,
Yeah, bro.
curly fries, buttermilk.
No, it's not 99 cents
Not no
anymore.
more.
No. No.
You gotta hit it from the app. Broke boy shit.
Oh, is that right? Are we not on the shit?
Bro,
Are
the
we-
tacos,
You gotta
Yeah.
hit the Jack in the
curly
Box
fries.
Okay, see, when you're drunk, bro, you don't hop on no fucking app, bro.
order ahead.
Order ahead. This guy's prepared.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie. I keep
This
my
guy's
points
prepared.
on my McDonald's
Oh,
app and my
yeah,
Burger
Oh,
King app.
I use the McDonald's
the
app.
last
yeah.
time I went, I was coming home
Panda
from going
Express
out.
app.
It was fucking like late. It's all fucked up. And then pulled up to the Jack in the Box, and they're like, "Oh, you can only order through the app." But you know what? I was so
Oh,
fucked up. I'm
shit.
just like trying to figure out the app. I'm like freaking out in the drive-through. I'm fucking hungry. Like, and they're like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Can I just fucking pay?" And they're like, "No, you have to do it through the app." And I was like, "Fuck, bro, it took me
Yeah.
so long."
POS system was down or something.
Fuck. No, I guess after hours they said you can only order through the app.
Bro, you know what the worst thing is on those apps, on the fast food apps, when you put your order in and pay for it and everything, and it goes through, but you do it at the wrong location,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
I had
can't
that
do
shit happen to me
anything about
yesterday.
it. You gotta drive to the other location.
I'm leaving it there.
Is that what they do? Is that what I should start doing? Because that shit happened to me yesterday. Because now I have 2 locations. Fucking my employee calls me. Do you have a Brian order there? I'm looking. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, he's here. I should have made his ass fucking drive up, huh?
No.
No,
No.
no. You think so?
Much better to do it that way. Because
Well, now I fucking cooked 2 plates for this fucking guy, and I have to waste one.
Oh.
I can't sell that shit to somebody else. I mean, I could for half price, but like, I mean,
They'll give away.
that's what I was thinking about doing. I gave it to one of my employees. I was like, here, just eat it. But still,
honestly, that's a great idea for social media engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I do a lot of those. I go around the city with 4 different plates, and I give them away at random cross streets. That shit helps. That helps a lot. Yeah.
That's actually pretty.
But
that's
giving
smart.
away a plate, like, because the thing is, usually when the fucking person goes to the wrong address, it's the worst time ever. You know what I mean? Like, damn, it's 8 o'clock at night on a fucking Friday. I'm not about to just be like, hey guys, fucking, you know. I mean, I could. I'll try that next time.
I'm interested to see how that turns out. If someone comes down for like a pick or something or a shout out, and if it's worth it.
One time, bro, I had it was so slow, dude. And I'm sitting here like I was telling you guys earlier, right? Like my food cost could be what it is, but if it's slow and I still have an employee there, I still got to pay him.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Low revenue is better than no revenue. And so I just put out there 50% discount. Entire menu, in store only, 50% discount. Bro,
For traffic.
within 5 minutes, you just see car after car after car after car after car. Bro, I made some good money that night. So, you know, I try to do shit like that. You know, some people got to get
He's gonna make
creative.
it a special.
So that was like a random, like on the whim.
That was just
on
random,
social
dude. Like, I'm
media
sitting here,
to the
I-
story or something.
Yeah, I
or?
did it on the story. Yeah.
Wow.
I did it on the story. I'm just
Yeah,
sitting there.
I'm in that mood. I'm feeling giving today.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going crazy, bro. Like, we've cleaned everything. And this was when I first started the restaurant. So I was still, like working in the restaurant. And I'm going crazy, dude. I'm looking at the guy. He's looking at me like, what the fuck are we going to do? I'm like, I just had to think of some crazy shit. And so I put the 50% in. My business partner was definitely like, you're tripping. 50%? He's like, our profit margin is like 20%. But I was like, bro, what the fuck? What are we
Better
going to
to
do?
sell something.
Have this guy fucking stand here and fucking scratch his ass all the fucking rest of the day? We've cleaned everything. And so I did that shit. Like, now I'm doing specials on Monday. I'm doing like Monday specials and shit to get Monday a little more
Do
cracking.
a little Friday.
You do that. What should I do? What should it be? Just and you got to be Hawaiian to come get some food.
Yeah, I'll come in my aloha shirt. I started wearing a aloha shirt every Friday. I'll come and get a plate.
Oh,
It's how many weeks I've been doing that now?
Oh, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks,
5
something
weeks
like that.
now.
you wear a Hawaiian shirt every Friday.
On Fridays, yeah.
Aloha Friday is a thing
Aloha
back home.
Friday, yeah.
Ah, so if I did that, should I get okay?
You would pull some Ninth Islanders, which
Yeah.
there are
A lot.
thousands and thousands of there out there now.
There's a lot. I was on a show called The Ninth Island Connections. You guys
Oh
heard of that
yeah,
show?
yeah. What's his name?
Sebastian.
Yeah.
I did that when I first started my food truck. He was like, "Hey, you want a Ninth Island?" I was like, "Oh, fuck it, let's do it."
That's our type of food too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Hibachi, the rice, and all that shit.
exactly.
Yeah, have you guys ever been?
I haven't yet. No,
I
I
haven't.
was supposed to bring some food. To be honest, I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
no, I'd rather come over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
Get it
to
fresh.
check it out.
yeah. We're nowhere near here. You guys live
That's
around
fine.
here?
That's fine.
I'm on Southwest side. Where you at?
Yeah, we're on the west and the east.
Nice.
Like exactly west and exactly east. No south.
Where's
no-
the
on
two
what?
locations?
So the new one is 6300 West Charleston, which is Charleston and Jones. And then the east location is 3654 East Flamingo Road, Flamingo and Pecos, like Flamingo Eastern, kind of by the college, kind of by UNLV.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's
right
not
in
too
that
bad.
area.
15 minutes.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I want to put one over here.
South
Oh,
side.
yeah. You and me. That's like on this side. I always say like anything Asian or anything Hawaii food on this side does really good.
Kills it in South and Southwest.
There's a lot of Asian.
Blowing
there's a
up.
big Asian
That's where we all
community
live on
over
this
here.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember we would go to South Point all the time
Oh,
for
yeah.
the $5 steak and eggs special.
Oh,
It's more
legendary.
now.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. That was what? That was before I had my business, so 5 years.
I would say they had it up
Bro.
to like 2020 or something like that.
Before we'd go there and then we'd try to just order like the extra like potatoes or whatever, steak or whatever, and then there's like you gotta order another plate. So he started ordering more, like 2 plates, and then now
Two
they like
steak and
limited
eggs.
1 per plate, 1 plate per.
person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
Well, for a minute, so it was a gambler special. So you had to. Bro,
Have
they
a card
started
or-
carding us, bro. They started IDing us for steak and eggs.
Wow.
At one point, because we were fucking 18, bro, going up in there getting fucking steak and eggs in the middle of the night, drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Right. And then they started IDing it. We're like, what? Then that's when we started like, and Jack is like, what the fuck?
That was like around like 2018, something like that, right?
2017
Something-
area.
yeah, I remember that.
We would go every fucking night, or every weekend at least. We go party and then steak and eggs. That's what you hit. That's what you hit. And then out of nowhere, they just be like, hey, do you have your ID?
Yeah,
I'm young,
I remember
I'm
that.
young and fucking ass. What the fuck you mean? I got my fucking ID to fucking eat steak and eggs? Are you fucking stupid? And then that's what they told us. It was a gambler special. And then I remember the first time we turned 21, we was walking in like, fuck you. We weren't even happy about drinking. We're happy we get steak and eggs and shit. Like, fuck you guys. But yeah, it's probably way more now.
Yeah.
Steak's expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
shit.
that. I don't know.
Everything.
And that's what I was telling you guys earlier. I don't know how these fucking places, what the fuck they're selling. How do you sell a $5.99 steak? And I don't
When they
get
hold all the rodeos, that's all the cows that don't make it out. Yeah.
it. That's true. That is true. Yeah, all the bulls and shit.
Don is a
Yeah.
little sickly. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah. I just shave off the blue part.
I always think about like, where are all these animals that we eat? Like, cause we eat a lot of food.
Oh, don't. Yeah, bro. Like, I even think of that with water, bro. Like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
much water there is left, dude. Not to sound fucked up, but like the amount of water we fucking waste every day, bro. Like, dude, we gotta every 4 hours we need to change our sanitizer buckets, bro. Every 4 hours, dude. We have 5 sanitizer buckets between both
And
restaurants.
you're just one business.
bruh.
You know what I
And
mean?
Then you think of all the businesses in New York, all the businesses in LA, all the businesses in the. But you know how much fucking water's going?
I think about that when I'm watering my grass.
Yeah, yeah, for real though. Yeah, you're not supposed to say that. Yeah.
It's supposedly we use 28% less water than we did in like 2005 or
Where
something.
the fuck is it coming from though? How do we still have more?
Well, the reclamation system that we have here now, right?
Yeah, Vegas has a
Where
reclamation.
everything indoors gets reused.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, bro.
even all the rainwater.
Well, it gets
reclaimed,
treated
yeah.
and it gets put back into the Colorado River, which is
It gets
kind of crazy.
reclaimed, yeah.
And it gets passed down to Arizona.
That shit blows my
It's
fucking
the same
mind,
shit like
bro.
when you go through a car wash, it's all reclaimed clean water.
I mean, yeah, okay. How clean could it really be?
But even like us coming from Hawaii, like we just water away.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't got no
Yeah.
fucking
Water like
cares.
it's
The water,
like-
yeah, we just water away.
Most times you don't even have to water
bro,
where I'm from.
Bro, where I live,
It rains almost every day.
Yeah.
No, it rains every day, but we still shoot down our driveway every day. Where the water hose our driveway down every day.
Fuck.
Like you never think about.
water.
Water,
like how out here growing up,
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, we might run out of water
The lake.
tomorrow. Like everybody's freaking out. We're gonna run out of water fucking tomorrow.
Bro, I
the
never-
fuck do you mean?
I moved here in 2002 and there's like the lake's running out of water. I was like, that was fucking 20 something years
Bro,
ago. We
that's-
still got water.
That's some crazy propaganda because they run it like every fall and every summer.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. It blows my mind.
And it's only so that they can raise the price of water
I agree. Yeah.
and higher taxes and higher licenses for stuff and whatnot. But
No, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
they
'Cause like I
have to
said,
make-
I've
they
been
have to
hearing
make
that- I've
it
been
a
hearing that
scarcity
shit
for it to have-
Because I'm born and raised out here, so I've been hearing that shit my whole life. Oh, you can only water on Tuesdays and Thursdays, only for 10 minutes, and if you don't, you're gonna go to jail. You're like, what the fuck? Go to jail for watering my grass? But that's what they say.
And they use it to control agriculture as well. Because, like, I mean, the amount of family farms I've gotten shut down in Arizona over the past 6-7 years, crazy.
Why? Because the amount of water they're using.
The amount of water that they've been diverted, and that's been diverted away from them.
I just always think
Restrictions.
about like if we're using water, like how much fucking water is Wayne Newton using on his yard? Because his whole fucking
Well, all the
property
golf
is
courses,
grass.
right? Like,
We don't.
You know how big Wayne
he
Newton's
don't live
spot?
there no more.
No, but
yeah.
his old his house.
Yeah.
where is it?
On Pecos and
Bro,
Sunset.
it's like
Right
a
down the street from our
whole
restaurant.
fucking block, like more
Yeah.
than a block.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like,
Wow.
You never seen his MTV Cribs?
Mm.
You got to see his MTV Cribs episode. He had penguins. He had a
bro,
helicopter
it's crazy.
pad.
He has his own golf course on.
Yeah,
it. He has his
Bro,
own golf
He had
course.
horses.
What?
We'd go feed the
I got
horses
the
growing
horses
up.
in the back.
When he
Horse,
lived,
yeah.
when he lived there, we would go feed the horses when we were little kids.
Really?
Yeah, right there on Sunset and Pecos.
It's huge, bro.
When I would ask my dad, I'd be like, Dad, man, why would Wayne Newton build his house right next to a 7-Eleven and right next to all these gas stations and shit? And he's like, no, this was the end of town at one point, and it made sense. I'm like, okay, got it, because this fucking thing is huge. You never seen it? Oh, yeah, you got. It's called the Shenandoah. It's got a for sale sign up now. Yeah,
Somebody bought it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, recently.
Oh fuck! I wonder who the fuck that is, because the baller.
That's like a fucking 40-car garage.
Yeah, that's like the biggest. That's the biggest house in Las Vegas for sure.
Wow.
39.5 acres.
Yeah.
Oh.
All grass.
That's crazy.
That's what I always think about. Like,
Yeah.
if we're using
Yeah,
a little,
we're using that
little
water,
bit of
yeah.
grass. The water he's using the shitload of water for his. 'Cause it's all green grass.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then the horses eat the grass and all. Yeah, that place is great. You got to watch his MTV Cribs.
It probably got expensive just having employees to take care of his property.
Butlers
Has horse
and fucking-
stables,
yeah.
butlers, everything over there.
Groundsmen and everything. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy
that's
wealth.
That's why he went bankrupt. You know, he stopped singing and fucking spread himself too thin. Or not that I don't think he stopped singing on purpose. He probably just got fucking old.
Old, yeah.
You know?
Now, excuse my ignorance, but Wayne Newton's dead?
No, he's
No?
still alive.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, he's still alive.
How old is he?
Oh,
He's pretty old.
I didn't know he was still alive, to be
Yeah,
honest.
he's still. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Let's Google this
You
shit.
look it up.
Pretty sure he's still alive.
While you look that up, Raleigh, do you have anything else to plug?
Hold on. Let me see. Oh shit! People in my restaurant. Oh shit! Let's go.
He's 83.
He's
Yeah,
alive? then?
yeah.
He's not even that old.
Where does he live? He lives here?
He got to live in Vegas. Yeah,
Did
but
you just say 83 is not old?
well, he's not. I thought he was going to be like 110.
yeah. That's what I thought too.
I was expecting like 110 years old or some shit. I thought I was expecting
Yeah,
way
Wayne
older
Newton's a
than that.
legend, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend out here. You know, he's still going.
You got to get back to it, bro. Pay some bills.
I think he's singing again because I think he had to. Yeah.
Him and that, what is the magician?
Chris Angel?
No, the fucking old
Lance
school.
Burton?
Oh,
No, the other one.
Houdini.
No,
Not
Houdini's
Houdini,
dead,
bro. He's been good.
The other, he got. I think on Tropicana, he got like a whole warehouse.
Oh, what's his name?
He's been around forever too.
Yeah, I can't think of his
He
name.
did the fucking like flying through the
What?
Wait, who the
David
f-
Blaine? No. What's his name? Is it David Blaine?
David Copperfield.
David
David
Copperfield.
Copperfield. Yeah. He's still performing too. Yeah.
That shit used to get me back in the day, like the Chris Angel, the Mind Freak on TV,
was my shit,
him
bro.
flying and
Yeah.
whatnot.
When he floated at the fucking Luxor.
Luxor, yeah, I remember
That guy
that.
was the shit. And then it all came out like it's all fake and shit. And as I get older, I was like, oh, fuck this guy, you know?
You couldn't tell from like the Spike TV?
No, I thought it was fucking real, bro. Wait, how old are you?
I'm
How old are you?
28
Okay, okay. Well, when I was a little kid watching this shit, I thought it was fucking real, bro.
at first, but then like when I started
Wait.
seeing like his like bodies like floating and whatnot, I was like, okay, that looks retarded.
Well, it was getting
Nah,
a
bro.
little believable because he was. I thought he was like a devil worshiper and shit. You know
Yeah,
what
so
I mean?
yeah. And then I watched a lot of WWE too, and I believe that shit too. So you know, I definitely believe that.
You see
shit.
WrestleMania?
That shit was crazy.
How crazy that shit was.
I'm,
I seen
I'm
Chris-
pissed I didn't go.
To WrestleMania, you like wrestling?
I mean, as a kid, yeah.
I didn't mean to sound so judgmental when I said
No.
that.
I mean, as a little kid, I
Bro.
don't fuck with it now. I haven't watched fucking a
You know, do you see how
WWE
much
match in
fucking
years.
people was there?
There's 80,000 people.
Fuck.
I don't get it, man.
Like I said, I would want to go to live my childhood fucking dream of like what the fuck I
I was
like to
definitely a
watch.
hulkster.
Yeah, bro. I was just at Power Slap and fucking Rey Mysterio walked up and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, holy shit, he got the mask on the whole shit.
How was Power Slap live? I haven't been live yet. That's why.
Power Slap
How is
is-
it live?
So it's fucking insane. Like when these fools are getting slapped, it's crazy, right? It's what you expect. The only problem is the matches are so fast that it's just like they're just turning and burning matches. You're like, oh, that's it. Like they get slapped a couple times and it's on to the next person, then on to the next person. Next thing you know, it's 45 minutes is up. You're like, oh,
I just feel like that's so crazier going in there getting just wittingly
Yeah.
slapped like that.
yeah, they're getting fucked up, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
CTE for sure, right?
There was a few knockouts for sure. I was like, holy fuck. But yeah, no, it's
That's
it's
for
lit.
sure
It's
CTE.
loud.
Wait,
It's loud.
I seen a picture of you with my buddy Raph.
Yeah.
You know Raph?
Yeah.
How do you know Raph? He's a great guy.
Just from that, like being around all that kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always around MMA and
Yeah. Just being
that
around
scene.
all that. Like I
With
just
the
cook for
accent.
those
I
guys.
think
and-
he's working for Bare Knuckle or something now,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, no, they just being around that. I just met a whole bunch of different people and like local people and all that kind of shit, and they just, you know, I don't know, they fuck with Vanilla Rice for some reason. I'm just like, let's go over there.
What was that situation? How'd you get involved with Dana White?
Well, I just got invited to an event that he was at, and like I don't know, bro. I met the dude, but
You gotta
he's
make
been
the best of the opportunities,
he's been
right?
following my Instagram for years before
Really?
this. Yes, yeah. Look,
No, I believe you.
You probably cooked for him. You didn't know.
he's probably ordered food, but he told me he never bought food yet. When I
Oh.
talked to him, he's like, I had never been there. I saw these guys on Instagram, and once he followed me, that was one of those like, holy shit, like this is fucking crazy. And then when I saw him, I brought it up to him, and he, you know, he probably played it off like, yeah.
He's like, oh shit, that was an accident. My bad. I'm just joking.
nah, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, but this was way before I even met the dude, and the next thing you know, this fool's in the same room as me, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm in there with fucking everybody, bro. Like, all
He's a legend in this city too.
Who in that room did you feel like that aura from, or an aura from, or some type of energy was like, oh, this dude's different?
It was definitely Dana White for sure because he commands like respect, bro. Like you know all the media,
alpha.
well, all the media that talk shit about Dana White and how to pay the fight, all this kind of shit, right? Like you hear all that, but when you see the dude in person and then like, bro, you can't do nothing but like, how you doing? You're such an inspiration. Like dude, he talks to everybody. He's just going down the line, just having a conversation with everybody. Picture conversation. He's just such a stand up dude. But also too, like we were Max Crosby. I mean, he's a fucking G too. You know, like that fool walks in the room, everyone's like, holy fuck, like that's fucking Max Crosby. You know, I've cooked for him once, and then we hung out, like not hung out, but he was the same shit when I saw Dana again for the third time.
My homie's his tattoo artist.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, that dude right there, he walks in, everybody, holy
He's a
shit.
big dude too. That's why.
It's fucking huge, bro. Well, dude, so I cooked for, and not to keep going on, but like I cooked for the fucking, I've damn near cooked for almost every Raider. I cooked for the O-line, the whole entire O-line, the whole entire D-line. Bro, these fools are fucking huge. I remember
in COVID, we were like cooking. We were doing their video, and I was like surprised how big and agile they were.
well, the D-line is actually smaller than the O-line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I fucking just thought they were all just giant. But dude, I remember cooking for the O-line. I was like,
And girthy.
bro, like I'm talking their calves are the fucking size of my head.
It's just corn fed,
Yeah.
big ass motherfuckers. Yeah,
And I'm sitting here bringing all this food, thinking like, I'm gonna feed these guys.
Am I gonna
They're
have
probably-
enough?
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm like, these guys there's no way they're full off of this shit. But yeah, bro, those guys are cool as fuck. I did Derek Carr a few times when he was out here.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucked up because I cooked for when he just signed that extension. So he signed that extension. Pastor Benny, I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He's like a popular pastor out here. He's good friends with him. And so he booked me for a private party, cooked for Derek. And then like, bro, I think I cooked for him 2 more times in like a couple of months. And next thing you know, they're like, releasing Derek Carr. I was like, oh, that's so fucked up, bro. I mean, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
all my like people, it's funny because all my people that I've cooked for that I know from the Raiders, they've all gotten released or traded. Like my boy J-Rob just got signed to the Chiefs, which is fire.
Nice.
Andre James is going to the Chargers. He was the center. And then Derek Carr. And then my 2 really good friends is the AJ Cole and Daniel Carlson, the field goal kicker and the puncher. But they're still chilling, so they're good. Those are the first 2 I cooked for.
Hopefully our team shapes up.
Yeah. It's rough,
You know
bro.
what I mean? Like, because like I
rough.
wasn't never like I never grew up a Raider fan, but now
Yeah.
because we live here,
Yeah, it's
I
cool to
own-
support.
Take it
I
over.
own seats
Yeah.
there too,
Yeah.
like right in the end zone. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, hopefully we get better one day.
It's
Because I
not-
took my daughter to her first game, but she loved it. Like,
Yeah, she had a good
she's
time.
telling me like, Dad, why do you sell your tickets? We should come to all the games. I was like, you guys kind of fucking suck.
Yeah, it's not- yeah. When you
If you were winning, I would
was
be
gonna
gonna be
say when you
coming, yeah.
genuinely like football, like it's not fun at all.
Yeah.
I went for my buddy got me tickets for my birthday, and it was hard.
But
to
the
watch.
game that I did take her, we won the Jackson.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
so she
I
was
went. I went versus the Panthers,
Oh.
yeah.
bro. It was a blowout, dude.
She was like standing on the seat, high fiving the guys
behind her. That's
behind
lit.
there.
That's lit.
And then she's like, Dad, we should come back more
Yeah.
to all the games. I was like, "Ah."
They don't all go like
we
this.
went to a really good one.
Yeah.
What's your guys' teams? What's your guys'
I'm a
football?
Cowboys fan, so
I'm a Cowboys too.
It's been a miserable
Oh,
life. I was born in '96. As a Cowboys fan,
Because when you're
like,
from Hawaii, we don't have a team.
Yeah.
So the dominant team when you're growing
Is
up
where
is
you-
more than likely the team that's your team. So
That's
mine was
funny
the Cowboys.
That's funny because my Samoan homies growing up were Cowboys too.
Either Cowboys, Niners,
Yeah.
Steelers,
yeah,
Chiefs.
Seahawks when that
Yeah.
era came
Yeah.
along.
So whoever is like dominant when you're playing Pop Warner football
Got it.
is more than likely will be your team.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't even want to say who my team is because y'all hate my team.
You have made it more than
The
the
Eagles?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Eagles fan? Yeah. You strike me as an Eagles fan.
Y'all struck me as some Cowboys. Well, my dad's from Philly. My dad's born and raised
okay.
in Philly, so that's how I was raised. Like,
You know what? That upbringing makes sense.
that's what I'm
As
saying.
a Philly upbringing.
Well, I call them Philly ass whoopings. I got Philly
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
whoopings my whole
exactly,
life. And my dad was
exactly.
straight like
He
straight.
sounds like a Philly dad.
my dad would. My friends would come over and be like, "Man, your dad's like accent is so weird," you know, because it was a Philly accent. Like, you know, he says,
hardcore one?
"Oh yeah, bro."
Oh,
yeah,
no
yeah,
way.
yeah. Over the years, like as I got older, it got like better because he lived here a lot longer.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so like I said, I've been Philly fan my whole life, bro. I mean, I started really watching football like really 6-7 years ago. But yeah, my dad. and my brother-
Every sport, Philly.
Yeah, that's just how I grew up. Yeah, this is how I was raised. You know, Phillies, Flyers.
Sixers.
Yeah,
Nice.
eating
Yeah,
fucking
the Iverson.
eating
Hey, you had Shane Victorino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane
I
Victory.
mean,
yeah.
Philly's been really
Shane, motherfucker,
good.
you better hurry up and get your ass on this podcast.
Yeah, oh
Cool.
shit. But I mean, even like, you know, yeah, Cowboys is rough, dude. Fuck. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I I watched those games, and it's bad, bro. Like,
But you
I don't
could say
understand-
Dez caught it, right?
yeah,
No, he caught it though, for real.
yeah, he's cool.
Bro, you've had a
He's
couple of Super Bowls. You can like just tell the truth.
Yeah, no, he's alright. Yeah.
No, but he caught the ball though. He caught it and he stuck it out. That should have been a touchdown.
I'm not a ref.
Good answer. Yeah, that's a good answer.
I'm not a ref.
Before we get out of here,
Yeah.
any plugs?
Just pull up to the restaurant. You know, more people pulling up, the more better. I just want to keep, pushing the brand. It's gonna be, like I said, the biggest brand ever. I'm gonna release a book this year. Be on more podcasts. This is my 7th one this year. See what else. We're gonna do more community stuff, more giveaways. I want to do by the end of the year we'll have 2 competition cooking shows out as well. I'm gonna turn Vanilla Rice into more than just the restaurant. Like, it's gonna be a whole conglomerate. So,
Stay tuned. That's hot. I love it.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit cooking, a lot of shit going on,
Oh yeah.
physically and in the works.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all.
Good job, brother. Any plugs?
Honor.
So I got the anime convention we had this weekend.
That's at the Las Vegas.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday,
Dressing up as a
Sunday.
fluffy or what?
Yeah, I'm thinking about dressing up as a fluffy.
Yeah. He's like, I got
But,
nominated this
yeah,
year.
I got that. It's a big one. I think it's they said like 50,000 people show up with it. So
Oh, wow.
we're going over there. We're the first ones to do a live mural. So we built out some panels, live mural. We're gonna have a DJ, claw games, merch, and then we got some new merch.
Ooh,
see that.
yeah, new Still Friends Show merch.
Still Friends Show merch.
Oh, I just saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
I like that.
We got that going on right now. So he's gotta DM us if you want it. Other than that, I think my next big event over here is May 31st for the Karuma Low Baller Car Meet.
That'd be huge, yeah.
This is
Those
super
been going
big.
great.
Yeah, that was a big,
When
really,
is
really
it?
big one. May 31st.
You guys need a food truck,
Do you guys have? You have one?
maybe.
Well,
Ibarra's.
our events over here are
Huge.
yeah,
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. No, we have one it's coming.
Yeah, let me know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
I'd love
have
to
a
do
lot of some good food.
We
that come out.
we
That'd
try
be
to do
great.
events like every month, every other month.
Dope.
Over
Yeah, you
there.
guys have the space for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Huge lot.
yeah. Are you guys able to use as much
Oh
as?
no, we pack it where you can't even park in here sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. Like that Karuma one on is guys come from California, Arizona,
Oh, got it.
Utah.
You do it big like
They
that.
trailer their cars in and everything. So that one's a really, really big one.
And you guys always have food vendors?
Yeah. Well, I hand selected,
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
so we can figure something out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming soon. So
Yeah,
that's
that'd
dope.
be sick.
Keep killing it, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys are
just
killing
keep
it.
following Still Friends Show
Yeah.
on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube and check out Taco's Paul. I see you down in Henderson for me.
There you go. I haven't been there
Appreciate
yet.
You haven't been?
good.
Have you seen it on Instagram or anything?
Yeah, dude, that dude's fucking everywhere, bro. You can't fucking miss that guy.
Have
bro.
you seen him chilling with David recently?
David
Poppy
Nah,
Steak.
I didn't know he was chilling with him. No,
Bro, Poppy Steak's one of his biggest fans.
really?
I cannot believe it.
that
He-
dude is wild on social media, bro. Like,
Insane.
He is insane. I
Insane.
don't know how he keeps up the stick, bro, but that's really him, though.
No, that's because he's that crazy.
Yeah, like
he's
I-
insane.
I'm like, this dude is wild as fuck. I mean, he's always in beef. He's always talking shit. He's always doing some fucking crazy faces. Like, this dude is. Is he on the shit? Is he?
No, just naturally.
He's not on no
crazy.
way? No, nothing.
No, just
right?
naturally insane. Little
He get-
spoiled brat, but
Yeah, he gives off like, I definitely do the nose candy for sure. Like, definitely, bro. Like,
he would probably die. To be honest,
yeah, because
something
his heart
bad
rate is
happened.
probably so high already that shit would just.
Yeah, either that or like a heart attack or something.
Really? He's got to be. There's no way, bro. He's too hype, right? I always say that, like, the older dudes that are hyper like that, I'm like, how the fuck do these guys have this much
So much
energy?
energy, yeah.
I got older homies that I'm like, they're like, yeah, you gotta work harder than me, Zach. I'm like, how the fuck are you working this hard, bro? Like, I don't understand it.
I hope I'm like that when I'm older.
That's what I'm saying too, because I be burnt out now, tired, not burnt out, but tired, feeling down. It's like, after a long ass
Yeah.
day and shit. These fools are like calling me like, hey, what you doing, man? Da, 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 da. I'm like, how are you still going? How old are you?
39.
So you got those fucking.
I got a
He
homie.
barely sleeps,
I
he
got
kills it.
I got a homie that doesn't sleep for like a week.
yeah.
Tyson.
Is he off the shit?
Oh, he's wild. Yeah, this motherfucker wild.
He's off the shit?
wild.
Yeah.
I call him train wreck Tyson.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this motherfucker wild, bro. Like last week he never slept for like 5 days.
Yeah, you can't have
Does
the
he-
name Trainwreck and not
Does he
be
have
crazy.
businesses and shit? Is that like?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
But he
Sick.
just when he gets on one, he just goes.
On a bender, he's just.
He just rides it out. He doesn't get hangovers because he rides it all out.
He's just.
He
keeps
goes to
going.
the hangover's gone, and then he's oh man, I need some sleep now, and then boom, then he goes.
Well,
to
how long does he sleep for? Like 24 hours? or-
Fuck, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
24,
so.
48 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy's wild.
He's a crazy guy.
Yeah, I don't get it, bro.
I don't even try. Like when we go out, like when it's my time, I say, bro, I'm going. You're just staying. You can stay here. I'm going.
You drink?
I don't drink it really.
No,
Barely.
I don't drink
Oh, I
it.
get
Very
fucked
rarely.
up.
Yeah,
I don't drink too much, but when I go out, I get fucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Like I know when I leave him out, I don't even drive. I just Uber
Because you already know.
because I know
Yeah.
I'm getting
I know, that was
fucking
like,
wasted.
when I was younger, my mom like, "Why do you drink to get drunk?" I'd be like, "Bro, I don't understand what that kind of question is. I only drink to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't drink to fucking just taste the alcohol.
Yeah.
you know, like oh, this tastes great. No, I used to get fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Bad. I used to even at the parties. I used to do the private parties at people's houses. Because you know, like you cook with the hibachi chef, you're doing sake shots back and forth.
Yeah.
I used to get picked up by my girl all the time. I'd be fucked up in the back of the restaurant, but it's different when you're at the restaurant and I know my way around.
Right.
I've been there for years, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm in some random person's house, right? Like fucked up, and they're like, "Okay, it's time for you to leave now," and I can't even unload my shit. I gotta load all this shit into the fucking car. You know, and like I'm all drunk and shit. I had to stop drinking because of that shit, bro. I was like, this is bad.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
That's what people ask. Because now they're like, "Oh, Jack, you want a shot?" Like when I go to their house, I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "You sure?" And my joke now to get out of it, because you know, drinking is so normal. It's like, fuck. How do I try to like? Because nobody likes the guys like, "No, I don't drink alcohol."
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate those people. They always announce it.
Yeah.
Right? No, I'm 10 years sober. Bro, just say, no, I'm good. Like, what the fuck? Bro?
Yeah.
Like, I don't smoke. You know, smoking fucking killed my last relationship. Damn, bro. Nobody see all that.
You stop venting,
You
bro.
killed your last relationship,
Yeah.
bitch.
No, I got a homie like that. He's like, they offer him a drink. He's like, no, I'm 10 years sober. Bro, what the fuck? Like, way to kill the whole mood, bro. He's like, no, I'm good right now. That's what I always say. I always start off with that. I'm good right now. Maybe
See,
in
I
a
need to
little bit.
learn an answer like that.
Yeah, I'm good right now. Maybe in a little bit. And then a little bit comes, I go, I need to cook this real quick. I don't want to mess you guys' food
Yeah.
up. Oh, yeah, we don't want to mess up the food. And then the last time when they ask is like, I go, nah, y'all don't want to see the last time I drank at somebody's house. And they go, oh, no, we good. You know, I didn't want to leave. I said, I'll be shirtless in the hot tub. And some people are like, that'd be great. Some people are like, oh, no, we get it. You know? But yeah, being that guy that's like, no, I don't drink. I'm 10 years. I'm like, bro, I have a
I've been
Says
10
annoying.
weeks sober now. I haven't drank.
Wait,
Really?
Is it
Yeah.
being serious?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think you were being serious.
No, I've been.
I
10 weeks.
thought you were gonna say a joke.
Well, I'm just when people ask me why you're not drinking, I just like when I get my abs back, then
Yeah.
trying to get my abs back for summer.
Well, drinking is hard because, like I said, it's so normal, and it's so normal being a hibachi chef to drink, right?
Yeah.
Like I would literally That's how I would get requested because people would be like, "Hey, man, we love drinking with vanilla rice, man. He's the shit." 'Cause I get a couple shots of me, I'm doing crazy ass shit. Like, yo, I'll put an egg in your tit, like, you know, what I mean? Like, I'll do it all, you know. And they'd love that shit. I would get requested because like I could hold my liquor, and that's what they do, bro. I don't know if we're still rolling, but like that's what they would do. You would have to drink and cook because that was normal. So you'd have to learn how to hold your shit, not get too drunk on the grill. So they would say you got to drink a 6-pack every day. Drink a 6-pack every day. Sake every single day until you can do the shit and be drunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad. And that's another reason why I slowed down drinking too, because when I stopped working there,
No reason to.
I wasn't drinking every single night.
Yeah.
You know? And then, I would go to people's houses once a week and be fucked up, bro. It's a random, like, multi-million-dollar mansion. They're like, honey, is the hibachi chef ever going to leave? I'm over there partying with, like, the rest of the fucking, I'm eating the cake. I'm singing happy birthday and shit. it's all fun. So I start
Pouring
getting
everybody
eyes.
else's shots
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
everything.
who's next? You know? And like I said, that's why I slowed down and stopped because also I want to fucking go home, dude. Now I got a kid too. You know, I'm trying to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I got
I'd be
three-
out till 1
I
in the
got 3
morning.
of them.
3 of them?
Yeah.
All boys, girls? Oh, you said a girl earlier.
The oldest one is a boy and then 2 girls.
2 girls?
Yeah.
Any kids? You?
Oh yeah, my son's running
Oh,
around.
is that your son?
Yeah.
Got it. That's dope. Yeah. Got a daughter, 2 years old.
I got a big gap. Mine is like all 8 years apart. 16, 9, and 1.5.
Damn.
It's got big gaps between them.
You gonna go for a boy?
I mean, I'm going to try. Yeah. I mean, I think we always try, right?
Right? You
Yeah,
had to.
I did not try for a girl. I was not like, I want a girl. I got all the homies that like.
The girl
they got-
changes you.
It's the kind of
though.
situation
does.
like when
It does.
when it comes out as a girl, it's yay.
Well, my homies that have boys first, they're all like, I wish I had a girl first, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, shut
up,
fuck up.
pussy.
I'm like, shut the fuck. You're just saying that because you feel bad for me, bro. You're like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
but
you
there's
know?
a different bond when you have a girl.
Yeah, no, I love my
Sure.
daughter. Yeah,
Alright.
it is.
Like you have a
It
good
is.
bond with your son, but
Yeah.
like the girl is like different.
Well, so the pediatrician, he said, my daughter still calls me, you know, checks in on me, makes sure I'm good. You know, they're older. He's like, my son forgot I even exist.
Yeah.
He's like, he don't.
How's the son?
No, they're older. They're like have their own
When do you
families
call
and
your
shit.
dad?
Yeah.
I text him every day.
Every day? Oh,
Yeah.
that's really good.
Pretty close every day.
Yeah, well, he's just basically because you know the man they get their own family and they grow like that, and you know
Uh.
they're now they have a different role, right? Girls are very
Bro,
more emotional
Yeah,
too.
when
you know?
my grandpa was my grandpa died asbestos cancer, but my dad was going to the hospital and visiting him, yeah. And my grandpa would be like, "Why are you visiting me? You have your family at home. Like, you
Yeah.
should be at home. Why?
That's
You
super old school.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, why are you here? You should be at home with your family, spending time with them, not me."
Yeah.
And my dad's like, "Yo, like, you know, like he's dying, yeah." But my
Yeah.
dad is like, "Oh, spend time with." He's like, "No, you should be at home with your family, not here. This is different, yeah."
Super old school. Yeah.
And my
Yeah,
grandpa
that's the thing.
stayed fucking.
That was cold. I didn't even know how to end off of that.
No, my grandpa was like,
Nah,
my
but
grandpa
yeah.
was like hot, like old school.
Yeah.
And it rolled onto my dad, and then we used to have this. It kind of gets little.
Little softer each
Yeah.
generation.
Well, and that's not your fault too. That's
Yeah.
just the world.
Changing with the times,
Yeah,
right?
that's the world we live in. You know, like you can't fucking beat. Like we were talking about earlier, you can't beat your kids no more.
Yeah.
You send them to school. They're
Well,
gonna call,
you know.
well, your kids are gonna call the police on you now. I'll be damned if I called the police on my fucking dad.
You'd be too scared.
The fuck? I mean, I packed my bag so many times to run away. I never did that
Bro.
shit. I got peanut
Bro.
butter in there. It's crackers. I'm never coming back. Fuck that. I never left.
Hey, my dad one time, my dad beat me and my cousin, and me and my cousin like took off running out down the road, yeah. And he's like, "We ain't coming back." And he's like, "Good, don't ever come back." And we got to the end of the road, we stopped, we looking at each other like, "Where the fuck are we gonna go, bro?" And so he's like at the end of the road for like a long time, like pacing, like, "What are we gonna do?" Then fuck, finally he's like, "It's getting dark," and we're like, "Fuck, we have to go home."
Yeah.
So,
Now you're
hey,
scared
we're
to
home,
go
but you
home?
just gotta face it, like
Yeah.
you just gotta face it.
What happened? You got home.
Oh, I got fucked up.
Yeah, it's worse. It's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when my dad, like our house, you could go under the house, and it was
Post
like,
and pier.
like 4 feet, and then
Oh.
me and my cousin was like getting like wood and then fucking matches and making little teepee bonfires underneath.
Underneath the house.
Yeah,
Holy
and then
shit.
my dad went out because he like every like whatever he go under clean, right, and so he saw all the fucking matches, and then we came home. He came home from we somewhere, and he came home and he had like all the fucking matches out, like the burnt ones, and he's like, "What is this?" And they were like, "Fuck, we're like busted, yeah." Bro, the fucking, you remember like the coil stoves?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The fucking coil was already hot on the stove. And he's like, "Give me you guys' hands." Hey, right? He grabbed both me and my cousin's hands. And it was like, fuck. Yeah, and like we're like young, so like, you know, he's a man. You know what I mean?
you can
We were
take
trying
all
to
it.
pull and he
Yeah.
just and he just fucking on top, and then he let us go, and then he fucking we both of us ran, but it was already like hot red.
This
the
thing place
coil.
like 1860. Where
Bro.
was this?
But you couldn't do that now.
No
you can never
way,
do
you
that.
can't do that
Yeah,
now.
you can't do that, bro. Yeah.
He did it, and we was like, bro, we was like, "Oh," and I like get away, and he just like man strength, like, and he just fucking like right on the top of the coil.
Yeah.
And fucking after that, we like never played matches for sure out under the house. After that,
No,
like we became
yeah.
pyros, but safe pyros. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing it under houses and shit now.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, I remember my Uso, just one more. My Uso, he hung out with us, and we were like, more skinny kids. We were longboards,
Yeah.
and skateboards down hills and shit. And he was,
Chunkier.
300 pounds, and I remember one time he kept saying, "Man, I wanna ride a longboard down the hill, man. That shit looks hella fun." And we're like, "I don't know, Uso. I don't think that's a good idea, Uso." He's like, "Nah, fuck that, bro. Y'all some bitches. I can fucking do this shit." This motherfucker hits speed wobbles halfway
Oh,
down. Whoop,
no.
whoop, 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 whoop. Boom. Hits his forehead right here, right?
Hematoma.
Huge shit he's got, right? So then he goes home and he comes back outside the next day
other
with this
side?
fat black eye on this side. I don't remember. It was fucking both. And we couldn't tell if that was from the skateboard or from his dad beating his ass, because that's all we fucking heard. Like he was like, "I gotta go home." He goes home, shuts the door. He's, "What the fuck?" Bah, 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 bah. And like he comes out and we're like, "Was that from the longboard? Is that from your dad?" He's like, "I don't fucking know." He's like, "I have no clue, bro." Like,
You fucking,
Wait, he got beat for falling off
fucked
the
up
yeah,
because
skateboard.
you got
he said
fucked
you're not.
out, yeah.
He said, "What the fuck are you doing on the longboard?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be on no fucking longboard."
What is
you
your big
stupid."
ass doing on a
yeah.
longboard?
Yeah, are you
Oh,
serious?
Bro, you know how much weight he had and
Yeah.
how fast he must have been
Bowling,
going?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck.
Bro, so yeah, he got beat because he should have known better.
Bro, how long did he speed wobble?
Oh, bro, at least, dude, it felt like forever. It felt like it was forever because we were watching in slow motion, but dude, it had to be like 4 or 5 of them. He just boom, He said, "You see us go on there, we're fucking, like skinny and shit."
You're talking about skateboards, bro. I have this fucking super random story, bro. me and my homegirl, we was at this fucking casino drinking, all wasted one night. And then there's this guy like sitting by us, and we're like drinking and stuff. And then somehow we end up fucking like talking at the bar, right? And the guy's telling us like, "Oh yeah, I got my skateboard. Where I'm from, we are a skateboard in case we get stuck in the snow. We ride our skateboards." And I'm just like, "You can't ride a skateboard. You're too big." And I'm like, oh, fucked up. I'm telling you, yeah, you can't ride a skateboard. You're too big. There's no way. So he's like, oh, my car's over at this hotel. If you take me, I'll show you. Bro, so we get in my car with this random stranger. I fucking take him all the way to his hotel, casino. We drink some more at their casino. And then I was like, bro, where's your skateboard you was talking about? Bro, we go in the parking lot. And then he brings a skateboard out. And then he's like showing us how he skates. I was like, bro, you don't even know how to skate. Like, you're not even a good skater. Give me that skateboard. But before he handed it to me, my friend Britt told me after, she's like, bro, he loosened the trucks hella before he gave it to you. And you know, like, the parking structure has the ramp, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking went on the skateboard. So I'm going down the ramp. Hey, fucking speed wobbles. Ain't shit. And you know when you lose your breath and you just, I was on all fours. One fucking guy set me up on this random stranger, bro. I met at a bar at a fucking casino.
That was the last random stranger you ever hung out with.
Bro,
I'm talking hella shit.
He's talking so much shit. He's like, all right.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he was loosening it and then he gave you the skateboard and I didn't
You
notice.
didn't realize.
Yeah, I didn't notice. Bro, fucking right on my ass. Lost my breath, everything. When a random stranger. Then after I was kind of like, bro, what if that guy was like a serial killer?
Yeah, it probably was.
Right?
Probably that's how he tried to kill you.
If I knocked out, he would have just fucking drug us into the car.
You made it out alive, right? Imagine all the people that didn't make it out.
Random story, yeah.
Dahmer you.
Nah, yeah, that happened to the homie the other day. I told him he fucking ate shit on his skate. I said, bro, you are 30 years old, bro. You need to stay off the skateboard, dude. That's not, no, never again, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, but like, bro, I just love the skate. I'm like, nah.
Wait, when was the last?
Hang
How
that
long
shit
ago
up,
was
dog.
that?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, bro. After
37 years old on a skateboard.
There's an age
bombing
limit.
Parking
There's
garages.
an age
bro.
limit on a skateboard unless you're fucking Tony
Hey,
Hawk, bro.
I'm telling you, no chance. As drunk as I was, as much as I thought I was gonna pull it off, zero
No,
chance.
but like even sober, you wouldn't.
Zero chance.
Yeah,
Sober.
yeah.
Zero
Yeah.
chance sober.
Yeah.
I probably had more chance drunk than sober.
Yeah, 29, 30 skateboard, it's done.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's over, bro.
if you didn't make it pro,
Disabled veteran.
hang that
bro.
shit up, dog.
Come on.
Hang that shit up,
I'm a
bro.
strip club veteran, bro.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. You're about to break an
But
ankle,
the scary part wasn't the skateboard. I was thinking like this was a random guy we just met too,
Yeah, that's wild.
and we had him in my car and everything, taking him to his.
And he could have just fucking raped you guys in the backseat. Wild. But we appreciate you coming down, Zach, Mr.
No, appreciate
Vanilla
y'all.
Rice.
No, thank you guys.
Check
It was
out
fun.
both
You guys are dope.
restaurants. We'll
Yeah.
definitely do this again
Yeah,
sometime
we gotta-
soon.
we gotta
No,
go
for
to
sure.
this
When I got more
restaurant
shit popping, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and more moves being made, I'd love to come back on and talk some
Appreciate
shit.
it, brother.
Let's come and kick it and fucking
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
talk some shit.
Or we'll link up or we'll have you down for one of the events or something.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll see you next time. See you guys.